If you can wear a two-piece swimsuit in broad daylight in the throes of the public eye, then what's so bad about wearing your two-piece panty and bra in the privacy of your home in front of your man's guests, male guests? I mean, how is it distasteful or inappropriate to be half dressed in front of your man's friends in your home, but it's okay when you're out at a public beach? Make it make sense. I know it's semantics, right? And yeah, that's probably not a good way to start a show, but it's in your ear radio after dark. But I'll start over and I'll be right back. Well, hello, and welcome to In Your Ear Radio. I am your host, Latoya, here with you after dark, and I'm so excited because we haven't done this in a while. You know, I love to get it in with my day one crew, so I'm very, very excited for that. And thank you all who have joined me already live on YouTube and in the Facebook. And you guys be ready to chat, be ready with your drink and your two-step. We need a drink word. Don't let me forget, we need a drink word, so y'all be working on that too. We got a lot to talk about, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to bring all my people that'll be joining us in this conversation today, and I hope you guys are ready to go. First of all, let me bring in GB. Let me bring GB to the stage. Hey.
What up?
You like how the crowd did you? That was dope, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was nice.
They ready, okay? I think they just came from the HBCU Classic.
Yeah, they happy to see me. I appreciate that. I'm happy to see them too.
I'm happy to see you. How you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm well hydrated, you know.
Okay.
Had a long night, but I've recuperated. I'm ready to do it again.
You ready to do it
again? Yourself?
I can't
how about yourself?
Relax today. I really did a little bit of cleaning and literally just, got acquainted with the couch. That's, me and the couch got together and watched a little something. So, it was relaxing. And I'm ready to turn it back up, So I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready to go. Let me go ahead and bring in Ice Cube. First caller to the stage.
What's going on?
Hold on. I go to the crowd. Wait, the crowd. They with it. They got that energy. You good over there?
Yeah, I'm good. I can't complain. How you?
I can't complain.
Don't want to. Straight, man.
Don't want to. Miss Trish will be joining us. She's actually leaving the HBCU Classic here in Las Vegas. So wait a minute, she about to come on right. Look at my girl. She about to pull up. So she'll be joining us shortly. So we can't. It ain't right if my girl ain't here. You know what I'm saying? I need backup. Even though she got her own perspective. You know what I'm saying? We just need that feminine energy. I need to have some backup in here. So let me go ahead and bring in my girl too. Well, anyway, I didn't ask you. I said how you feeling, but how's your day going? First caller.
I can't complain. It's fake decent. I can't complain. Moving around. I'm good.
Yeah, you moving around? You hopping around? Or you?
Well, I ain't hopping them all. I graduated to a wobble.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up. All right, so let me go ahead and bring on my girl, Miss Trish. Let me add her to the stage. How you doing? Hold on. Here come the crowd. So how are you doing, Miss Lady? You've been busy today, right?
Oh, listen, I just hot off the press. Just got back from the HBCU Classic. It was an amazing game. I love being around all my people. It was awesome. Yes.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
that was a halftime show.
You know what? Okay, so I think, okay, hold on. Y'all know I done joined Club 50, so sometimes I gotta put them on. Sometimes
I don't like them either, Trish. You look beautiful, but I gotta wear them if y'all want me to be able to read.
But I think my expectations were here for the halftime show, and it was okay. It wasn't Drumline. I think I was expecting Drumline.
Yeah.
But it was good.
I feel you. I was watching, you know, I live vicariously through you because you be out there, and I love the way you document your life. Like, I love going and just watching your stories. Like, you capture everything. You know, I'm conflicted with that because I like to be in the moment, and then I feel like I'm missing something. But I don't know. You got a skill set. You're able to do that, do both, which is cool. But I struggle with that, even though I wish I could capture things. But I really like that. So I got to see, and I saw the crowd. I didn't see the energy really lit like I was expecting it. I've never been to a HBCU classic event, homecoming or anything. But I was expecting something like Freaknik. You know, Freaknik has, you know, it's stereotypes. People think it's just a bunch of nasty people twerking and whatever, but it's really all Black folks from all edges of the country, just everywhere. In one place, bringing their culture. We all dancing and just enjoying each other in a peaceful environment. And if you want to wild out, you can wild out. So that's what I was expecting to see there.
Same. So was I, and it was okay. I don't know. I mean, it's the first one. Maybe people were just kind of getting their feet wet, you know, and trying to fill everything out. I think the one next year will be better. I do, because people will be prepared.
Yeah.
Was the whole event peaceful?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
No issues, no nothing. It was awesome.
I was looking forward to the tailgating too. I wanted to be a part of that because, you know, they pull up in the parking lot. I saw people barbecuing, and I had one of my girlfriends like FaceTime me so I could see. She's like, "Why you ain't here?" I'm like, "You there?" And so I got to see people in the parking lot barbecuing, just what I expected. But yeah, I did expect it to be more lit. But I think a lot of the stuff is going to happen after and before. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on downtown, different Black-owned venues, or, you know, turning up, you know, because it's a lot of Grambling alum here in Las Vegas, you know. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Y'all know what though? I mean, maybe people showed a little more restraint because it's so hard for promoters to get any type of events going on out here for us, you know. So maybe there was like, you know what, let's just take it easy so we don't mess it off and get these people a reason to say y'all can't come back. So maybe that's what it was. So
you know how Black folks do, you know, we gonna do us. And like I said, it's not like a negative thing. Like, you know, because they were at the downtown, the bands, they were performing, you know what I'm saying? It's just a cultural thing. So it's not real wild and crazy and reckless. It's just, you know, you get to see us, you know, at our best, you know, talent wise, you know, just presenting ourselves and just showing you our culture. So yeah, but I do agree. So this was the first one. I didn't know that either, but this is the first one. So it'll get better. It'll be greater later because it gives people a reason to come here. And, you know, in Vegas, you know, we got a different culture. We got a different vibe in the South. The South is a little different. But let me give some shout outs to the YouTube and Facebook fam. I see Genuinely Poised out there. She said, hola and happy Saturday. Hola, hola. Also, Robles is joining me. He said he got his drink and he is here for it. We need a drink word, Robles. So if you think of something, put it in the chat and let us know what you got. Shout out to Simone. Hey, fam. She said, good evening. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. We about to have some fun. Yes. And to my cousin Shanta, she in the chat. What's up? Hey, yes. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us as well. I hope you got your drink and your two-step. Remember, y'all, think of a drink word. Yeah. So everybody good, feeling good, looking good. And I'm happy about that. What are y'all watching? Are y'all watching anything right now? Nothing.
Reasonable Doubt, Hulu, yes.
Are you? You enjoying it?
Yes, 100%. And then Abbott Elementary's back on. That's my balance.
Yeah, Reasonable Doubt. I like the first season. The second one, I haven't really been able to really get into it. But you know the way my ADHD set up.
You know, Tommy is in this one. From Power.
Power?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Power.
He's in the Blasphemy.
And that show, did Tommy got a similar role?
Does he have a what?
a similar role?
No, he's an attorney.
Really? I like
an
that.
attorney.
I like
Go figure. Yeah.
Is he a good guy?
In Power?
Yes.
It depends on what side of the fence you are.
Yeah, it depends on what you like.
Right.
Simone said she
got to me.
Right. Yeah, no doubt.
I didn't watch Power either. Shanti said she didn't watch Power. I didn't watch it, so I can't even really tell you. I'm just familiar with the characters because people be going crazy when they're mentioned somewhere. Oh my God, that's so and so, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. What you watching First Caller? You ain't watching nothing?
Oh, hate to sound stereotypical, but I've been consumed with NBA. NBA season just started. I've been watching every game they air. So that's pretty much it for me.
The WNBA. Which one you like more? The men or the
NBA.
Okay, NBA.
Yeah. Oh, that's where it's at. What's that?
Why?
It's just more excitement. It's just more excitement. They score a lot of more points. It's more skill.
Excitement.
Yeah.
The WNBA is very exciting.
Now, I'm not disagreeing. Like, I've been watching the WNBA. I watch the WNBA too. But if I had to choose, the WNBA is a little brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What makes it more exciting?
Little sister. What's that?
What makes it more exciting?
The WNBA or the NBA?
Right? Like the other night, I'm watching NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it's a double overtime, I mean, I stayed up till damn near midnight watching basketball. I watched Steph Curry put up 40 plus points. He shot the ball from half court, sent it to overtime. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, and it's something that we never seen before. And to see Curry light skinned and he's a dog. That's something you don't see. The light skinned brothers don't get props like that. Everybody who's a dog or considered a dog are typically dark skinned. So to see Curry be small and a dog, that's exciting to me.
What has light skin got to do with it? Just
it's a mentality.
Stereotype. They don't get the respect as the darker brothers do. You know what I mean? Like you look at or the brothers with height. I look at LeBron James, Jordan. Like Curry, he looked mixed. You know what I mean?
What is AI considered? Is he light or dark? I saw a special on him today, and he's
a dog too. He's not light like because I could be considered light skinned depending on who you ask. He's not light like a Curry who's mixed. You know what I mean? He's like he looked mixed. So see somebody who's mixed like that, you don't see that too often. That talent.
Y'all, you think Allen Iverson looks mixed?
Oh no, not talking about Steph. So I mean,
yeah, he does. I thought he does. He's not.
What's that?
Steph not multi-biracial.
I thought his mom is mixed or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
So he 25%. He like our first black president. No, our first black president was 50. He was 50%. So Steph is 25%.
Other than that, like I've seen guys scoring 40 points apiece, 50 points. So it's exciting. They dunking on each other, and it's exciting. It's exciting to watch.
All right. I get it.
That's crazy though. How I never even considered the light skin aspect of it in sports. I had somebody tell me once that why all light skinned people be real pro black. And I'm like, what you trying to say? Like we got something to prove because we light skinned. No, it's in my spirit. It's not on me. It's in me, baby. Okay.
Yeah. Real.
So yeah, that's crazy how that just bleeds over into everything. Our skin tone, this racial thing. That's crazy. It's wild. Mr. Banks, what you watching?
Yeah. I'm sitting there trying to think about it while y'all discussing it and sharing what y'all been watching. So you know what? I was like really into Reasonable Doubt when it first came out. I think it's on the second or third season, right?
Second.
Right? Oh, it's on the second. So
I think it's the third.
I think it's the third, yeah. So but I tapped out on the third, man. I couldn't even consume like 12 minutes of it. I don't know. One thing I noticed last season, it seemed like the main character, she just they had her like really, really manipulative, right? And the way she was interacting with her husband, I didn't appreciate that, just as a man, as a black man. And it seemed like she was just running circles around him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, they got this dude.
Baby by somebody else outside of his marriage that didn't give her a reason to like wild out.
Hell no. I mean, no, not like that. I mean, okay, I'll put it like this. If that's her stance, she need to put it on the table and say, this is what it is, this was happening. And don't say, okay, we're gonna work on it over here on this side, and then on this side, she got other stuff cracking like Easter egg shell. So nah, you can't do that. If we gonna come to the table and have an agreement, you can't do that.
I don't think you can tell a woman how to feel when her husband go outside of the marriage and have a fucking kid.
They ain't got no kid no more. Spoiler alert. It ain't no outside baby.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
You know what? I don't think manipulation is an emotion. I don't think it's a feel. I feel like manipulation is strategic. You see what I'm saying? So that's my whole point. But I think it's a dope show. It's just what they're doing with the storyline. I couldn't consume that because that's like, it's toxic for me. There's certain stuff I just stay away from.
You'll like season 3 if you pick up. It's not
okay.
It's not like that.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out what I have been watching, besides like Tubi movies or something like that, like my old 90s movies.
You watching that Tubi?
Yeah, I stay on Tubi for sure.
That's like the Black Netflix, ain't it?
Yeah.
Listen,
actually it is.
Somebody posed while I'm watching a slave movie on Tubi and somebody got braces. I was like, hold on, slave movie. I got serious about it. I said, well, technically the 13th Amendment is slavery still now, so maybe.
Oh man. So they said they had a dental plan. They had a good dental plan.
Oh, listen. When did braces come out? First of all,
that's a good question.
George Washington was still in human teeth, enslaved people's teeth in his mouth. So I know they didn't have braces,
right? And I don't think they had a choice in whether they wanted to give up their teeth or not.
Yeah, no, they didn't. Shout out to Jamie Boy. She said she's watching Beauty in Black. Now that's my jam right there. Tyler Perry production. Y'all watching that Beauty in Black?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it though.
It's good. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait for it to come back. I don't like how they be taking these breaks, though. That's not cool. I'm not with that.
Yeah.
What about this red balloon stuff? Y'all watch that?
What is that?
Where it's pop the balloon or something where you I guess like a game.
Yeah, my mom loves it.
It's like a dating game, right?
Yeah, so people be lined up.
Oh, okay.
Ask a question. Person responds and they pop their balloon.
I be cracking up when they say, "What's your name?" and he'll say like Bartholomew, and then they start. Damn, that is name.
They got no.
Or as soon as she walk out, they pop it on like her toes. She don't got her toes done.
Yeah, right. They be like, ah.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? I'm like, what happened? What happened? My nerves.
No, I don't watch that stuff either.
That's what happened. I'm watching Love is Blind. I watched the Brazil one, France. I'm watching France now. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's like basically you're communicating with people. It's like speed dating, but you're doing it behind a wall, so you can't see them. You can just have conversations with them. So they get really personal and intimate, and they get to know each other. So they literally fall in love, and if it goes to that extent, they propose to them behind a wall, and then they, have a few weeks before they get married. Some of them, they drop out after the fact. But it's just interesting.
After they see him.
I've seen that. One of the ladies, she's 6 feet tall. Yeah, they be like, hey, no, they make a bust of you on them. But they be trying to play it off. You can tell that someone be really, really kissing when they meet, and the other ones be like, give them your church hug.
Oh, man.
Somebody COVID still in 6 feet apart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's wild.
It's interesting. So I like it. This one lady, black lady, beautiful lady, 6 feet tall, but the guy she fell in love with, who fell in love with her, gave her his grandmother's bracelet that his mother had. Haven't seen her yet, but gave it to her because they let him give him stuff.
Behind the wall?
Behind the wall. And then he comes out, she comes out. He's short. He probably like 5'10", 5'7", I don't know. And she's 6 feet. And so I'm like, how this gonna work? And he's just like, oh, you're beautiful. But I'm like, well, they're gonna have some tall kids. That'll work out, But
well, was she okay with him?
She was fine, but that was her main concern. She was like, I hope he's tall because he might not like me.
That's a question you can ask.
So what's short and what's tall? What's short and what's tall?
What's short? Well, for women, I guess short is anything under 5'5". And then for men, I think it's anything under 6 feet. It seems like everybody would want a 6 foot tall. But I would say 5'10".
You think men like tall women?
No, not mostly.
They like short women.
I think most men like women to be shorter than them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Y'all here? Let me know.
It ain't never mattered to me.
Have you had
Say
a
what?
taller girlfriend before? Or
yeah, as a kid,
partner?
as a kid, as a teen too. Yeah, but yeah, it's not really. I don't have a preference like that.
Yeah,
But I always wondered that, you know, because I knew I wasn't taller than most people around me, but I knew like mentally, and I just knew I was a giant amongst whoever I was around. You know what I mean? It's not me looking down on anyone. It was just, I guess, my mindset and where I was prepared to go with it.
Yeah, yeah. So what you think? What I know you out the game. I know y'all out the game, but I'm just saying, first caller.
Height wasn't necessarily a deal breaker. I don't prefer them tall. I don't need them looking on top of my head and patting me and all that shit. Like, hold on.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
A little shorter than me, right? You know,
holding your hand like that's your kid, like you.
Nah, that's how they get fired on their day off right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Friday.
It's never been a deal breaker though, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. You know, that's really interesting. So I like stuff like that. I like to see. I like suspense. So that's suspenseful for me, and I'm enjoying it. So it is what it is. I know. Go ahead.
Let me ask y'all now. As a woman, why do women start with saying, "Oh, I want a brother who's 6 foot," or they say tall, dark, and handsome? What's tall, and is that a thing for real for y'all?
Well, that's an Anglo-Saxon term, and then when you think about what they mean by that, it's not even. What do they mean by dark? You know, if you think about the skin tone of an Anglo-Saxon, what do you mean by dark? They want dark hair. They want like an olive color skin. I don't know what they going for. But that's just.
I think they know black. I think they know black is beautiful all the way around.
Right. Okay.
So, sure.
Yeah.
Now what's tall like?
I wouldn't want to date anybody shorter than me. That would be awkward. But I'm just thinking on a protection mode, and I know that's probably kind of biased.
Thank you.
You got to know how to fight. Not just like you might be shorter than me. I might have to fight.
I'm a boy, Damon.
I mean, for me, I think the same height or taller. I think I am a little bit taller than my husband, but he could fight.
Okay.
I'm more of a muscle type person, so if you got the muscles, then I know you could protect me and we good.
Yeah. So no, I never had I mean, it's easy for me. I'm 5'2", arguably 5'2", so I don't struggle in that category. Or when I was out there, I didn't have much of an issue because I'm already short, so it's not hard to find somebody taller than me, right? So it ain't that bad for me. So, but yeah, Shanta said she wants somebody. Wait, you said 5 feet 3 1/4. What? 5 feet 3 1/4 inches, and he got taller. Oh, okay, so they could be 5 3 1/4. Look, she didn't put the quarter, and she mean that. I don't think she.
You got to count that quarter. Count that quarter too.
Quarters matter.
She gonna pull out the whole little ruler thing and measure him. Then she gonna finish talking to him. She's serious.
Am I tall for a girl?
How tall are you?
For only 5'6".
As you tall, I thought you were average height. I think that's average height for like 5'5".
I think average is 5'4". I looked it up one time.
Really? I like that. Okay. You know, it's different levels. Even you have to be, I think, under 4'10" to be considered dwarf height.
Yeah.
One of my sisters is 4'10".
Okay. I don't know. I don't look at you as being tall. I just figure I'm short, but I always have heels on, so I feel like we be matching. It was another documentary that came out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch it. I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's called The Good Neighbor. Did y'all see that on Netflix? Anybody watch it?
I saw the thumbnail. I haven't watched it though.
Yeah.
What is it about?
Yeah.
What is it about? Do you know?
So if you remember the story of the lady who this was in Florida, Ocala, Florida, where a lady went, the Black woman, her son had came. This is an ongoing thing, but on this particular day when she was killed, her son had came and told her that the lady had threw his iPad at him. So that she was always picking at them. You know, she was get off my lawn type of, oh, the kids playing in the street. She was constantly calling the police. She was just caring from hell with gasoline draws on, still burning out there, messing with kids. And so the documentary, I guess they have a lot of police footage from the video cams and just ring doorbells and things like that, just showing just the whole history of this woman and what she did. But on this particular day, the mother, I think she was like the mother of 4, but I know she had at least a son, went to knock.
I remember that story.
In front of the lady, and she shot through the door, and the lady, her life, you know, her life ended there. So I can't watch that. I just think there's just something going on. It's just overwhelming.
Hey, what y'all drinking?
Yeah, I got vodka and cranberry.
What kind of vodka?
It's off that Ciroc. I'm off that Ciroc tonight.
Okay.
No Diddy, no doubt.
Miss Trish.
I stopped
That's
drinking.
it.
What?
What was you drinking at the halftime show?
She needs to be good.
I stopped drinking 6 days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, salute that.
Damn.
First caller.
Jose, I ain't mad at you, classy.
Hey, yeah, congratulations to that.
What's the drink word?
Rose.
Nobody have a drink word?
Ask somebody in the chat.
Y'all, what's the drink word for tonight? I know we're going to be talking about zodiac signs and astrology, so I think that might be a good one to consider.
First caller, what you got?
Oh, it could be Scorpio.
But yeah, 'tis the season.
That's what's up.
Right on the
I'm a Scorpitarius.
What does that mean exactly?
It's a thing. Google it. I swear. I'm on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. Okay. I promise you. If you Google it, it really is a thing. It's the 19th through the 24th of November.
I rocks with Scorpios, and I've never had an issue with an Aquarius. But Scorpios are very fun. They're very spontaneous.
That's a fact.
And you know, I don't know about y'all, but I know a lot of them are freaky girls and guys. They're very adventurous sexually.
Allegedly.
Well, I'm a Scorpio, so I can validate those claims.
Listen.
That's right.
Okay. I'm with Scorpio. I'm with the Scorpio-ness. I'm with it. Let me see what we got in the chat. Spirituality. Look at her. What, anything with an S? Okay. Yeah. She's, look, her A. You got a
Scorpio. That one right there. Oh.
See, look, I got a confession, right?
I hear you.
I was gonna spend the next hour or two capping, right?
Doing what?
Lying.
Yeah, being full of shit, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Trish actually encouraged me, right? So Trish forced me to keep it real without knowing. So she's drinking water, right?
Yeah.
I'm drinking. I don't know if you can see this. That's non-alcoholic.
Oh, for real?
That's non-alcoholic beer.
Good. Are you?
I didn't know Corona did that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see, I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, what the hell I'm gonna drink? What I'm gonna drink? Because Trish said it's been 6 days for her. It's been 7 for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Congratulations to that.
Right on. And like, not that I'm a stop. I just wanted to dial back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
I've been going crazy.
It's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't know Corona made fake beer.
Yeah.
Fake beer. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Heineken makes one too.
Heineken
0.0, and it's
Heineken
good.
Beer.
It's good. Heineken, I think, to me, has the best 0.0.
Oh, really? I gotta try that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
That's a perfect one right there.
Okay, that's a good word.
Are we going with the Scorpio or Let's get a vote.
I think it should be
I like
We about to toe up.
Whew, yeah. Well, only 2 of us because they have non-alcoholic beverages.
You know, the crazy thing, I know Trish mentions is that about our family is we shame people that don't drink. We're like, why you ain't drinking? You can have a shot, you can have one drink.
Yeah.
They don't let me
The wrong family to try to stop drinking with. It's not right. It's not
We
right.
shame folks, don't we?
Yes.
What y'all doing about these holidays with all this shutdown and all this? Are y'all gonna be boycotting Christmas and Thanksgiving this year?
Cancel Christmas.
Canceling it?
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a Tommy term from Power. Cancel Christmas.
Yeah.
But as bad as I want to,
I'm with it. I don't want to spend nothing.
Yeah, I love to cancel Christmas every year, but I can't do it this year, not at all.
Why?
Because I got a 3-year-old who looking forward to the holidays.
Yeah.
Whether it be trick or treating, we run around the neighborhood and he looking at pumpkins and decorations. He can't wait to put some on now somewhere around here. You know,
that makes a difference right there.
Yeah. Then the holidays, we in Lowe's earlier. He see the Christmas decorations. And he like, oh, Daddy, look. So he's super excited. So.
I mean, you don't have to buy anything if you already have stuff. You can pull out whatever you have, but just by going out and shopping and buying new things, contributing to corporations, it's a teachable moment for the baby too, don't you think? Yeah.
He ain't gonna understand that shit at 3 years old.
Kids be applying pressure, man.
I'm telling you.
What's she gonna be like? What you do, Trish? You be like,
All that boycotting sound cool, but
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. So you got a soft spot because you want her to enjoy. Okay. What about you, GB?
What's that?
You participating in the corporate challenge?
I never really do anyways, because I pretty much give people throughout the year anyway. So I mean, people that know me, they know what's up. I don't need a special day to just. I try to look out for people throughout the year. You know what I mean? Unless it's like their day, you know what I mean, their birthday or something like that. But like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and I just like to be around family and chill, man. I just like to kick back. I could be in the corner of the room and just watch everybody laugh.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna come around and be like, hey, you need something? You got some water? What's happening? You need some napkins? I just like to see everybody else enjoy themselves. That's it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I just come from that, raising my son that we really wasn't a holiday person because of the things that I learned about holidays and just understanding the truth of it. I was like, why am I giving all these people my money? And just knowing how I saw people, friends and family struggle around that season, not being able to buy a turkey, or being able to buy gifts, and all of that. So I said I wasn't going to put myself in that position and feel pressure, because it is a lot of pressure, because then you start getting excited and you want to buy gifts for everybody. It's a lot of people, and you just think about how you're just doing all of this. Nobody's sitting around talking about Jesus, because it's his birthday. I don't understand why we buying gifts for other people, first of all. But so my thing is, it's Jesus' birthday. If anything, let's make it educational. And I love the aspect of just coming together, as family and just celebrating each other. But it don't have to be about spending a lot of money, because that's not what it's about for me. So it's an easy thing for me not to spend, because we don't really do it here in this house. But I understand people who go all out. Everybody's different. Some people, you'd have people that deal with, adversity, where they go all out and make sure their kids don't have the life they had. Then you have, the other extreme side where it's like, we ain't doing none of that. Like, so a happy medium is cool. But I just think in this climate right now, it's just like, it's time for us to stand up and speak up and not give money to people who don't respect us and are trying to starve people out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm
sure.
That. Yeah.
Yep.
That's how you get their attention, for sure.
Yeah, you got to get their attention. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. So yeah.
See, and for me, like during the holidays, at least for the last 5 to 7 years or so now, my family take advantage of the holidays, kind of give back to other families. You know what I mean? Because we do know around the holidays, I would be depressed. So I know my family for the last several years, after our kids are straight, we start doing for other families, whether it be turkeys, toys, whatever, clothes, whatever, you know what I mean? So we do
that's dope.
The holidays to do for the less fortunate, because I know coming up when I was a kid, there was a lot of times I went without, or I'm looking at the neighbors wishing I had, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And so I see some of these other kids looking at my kids sometimes wishing they had,
Yeah.
So my family take advantage of the holidays to get back to those who less fortunate.
Yeah, bless somebody else. I like that too. I do.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Going back to when we were kids, making gifts, making cards, things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Toya wants to know, do alcoholic gifts count? Hell yeah, you bring me a bottle of Ciroc, I'm good. I am good, Tito.
Very grateful.
Yeah.
Listen,
for sure.
very demure, very mindful. Yeah, I think that's a gift, but you know what I'm saying? It's just to me, it's not about like really just gift. It's just adding to the celebration or just to, coming together. So yeah, bring the liquor. Yeah, and gifts, like I said, yeah, gifts don't have to cost money. So yeah, that's what I say, and my slogan is your presence is my presence. So just show up, and that's a gift in itself for me. That's the greatest gift. That's a gift that is invaluable. You can't put a price on a person's life and their presence in your life. That's a big deal.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Just real quick, as just out of observation, right?
Yeah.
So, Miss Trish, would you like to share with the rest of the class what happened to your trigger finger?
What I missed?
It looked like she got some on her finger.
Trish, I thought we talked about this last time on After Dark. I thought you had matured.
I broke it. I missed a step climbing up this like jungle gym thing, and I missed a step. I tried to brace myself with my hand, but only this finger caught my whole body. That shit hurt. So I knew I broke it.
Well, better your index than like your lower lumbar or something like that. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's my right hand, and I'm left-handed, so
right.
It's not as bad.
Yeah.
So, I have a question in regards to that. Were you drinking?
That's a drink word.
Was I drinking?
No. You hurt your finger?
No.
All right, I'm just wondering why you punishing yourself and not drinking. You drinking water anyway.
Oh yeah. Let me tell y'all.
Club 50 is something else, and I got a lot of shit going on. Club 50 is ghetto as hell, so I'm trying something different.
And let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all what I'm drinking. Right?
Yeah, you can tell us what you was drinking.
So, for all y'all Jack Daniels fans out there, right? This is the original Jack Daniels, right? But this one in particular is 100 proof because you're trying to get where you're going. We're supposed to be there. Uncle Nearest, though, 1856. And taking the light tonight. I mean, I do got my shot. I got my shot ready, so I got it on ice with a little apple juice,
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I want to get into these conversations, but just on the heels of just talking about the holidays and what they mean, and just how I think we, a lot of us have just taken it to another level. Like I said, it's Jesus' birthday, and then you think about Thanksgiving and what that represents to the Native Americans and the indigenous people.
Which are us as well.
Yeah, to us as well. I mean, I consider us to be the indigenous people as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I want to get into these church shenanigans, okay? And I do have a few clips that I want to play. And I know you guys probably been hearing about this.
Give me my damn money back.
Look, you already with it, huh? These churches, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I just think it's becoming ghetto. Church is becoming way, way ghetto. So the first thing I want to talk about is there was the pastor, Marvin Winans. I guess he is a relative of the Winans. Is the singing group? Is that the BB and the CC Winans? Him?
Yeah.
If you didn't hear that clip, let me play that and just give you just a little glimpse of what he was saying in the church. It's just the tone. I'm just thinking these churches didn't got ghetto. That's all I'm saying. They didn't got ghetto. And maybe we just didn't know. They didn't show. Shout out to Ice Cube. And now everybody put their phones out and they're recording everything. So maybe that's what makes it different now. But it's a trip to me. So let me play what he was, what happened in his church.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of Perfecting Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
And you see people in this long line, pulling up with $2,000, $1,000 plus another $1,000 to give to the church. I don't know what it was for.
The building fund, as per usual.
Listen,
y'all know what that sound like to me?
What it sound like?
That sound like that sound like an insufficient prostitute trying to pay her dues and the pimp not accepting her dues. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, I've been exposed to some different stuff in life, but that whole interaction just sounds like some pimping and hoeing.
That's bad.
That's pretty deep.
That's what I say.
It's all psychology. And you know what's gonna do for the rest of people in church? Excuse me. It's gonna make them get right or get out of sight. They ain't getting in line unless they know they got that 2 bands. Because they don't want to be ashamed like she was ashamed. They don't want to disappoint him. They only going there because of his celebrity, because who he's attached to.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And that's a damn shame. I don't think he deserved to have that congregation. I have a lot of thoughts I'll share offline, but that's foul though. Foul and one. Shout out to the WNBA and the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
That's a flagrant foul. He should be ejected out the game.
Man, I don't see how people sitting in the line not offended.
That is crazy to me,
give
man.
You what I got, and you asking me for more, and kind of ridiculing me for not giving you more. Man,
I would have took my shit back and said, I'll come back when I have the whole 2 and be right on that.
That's what he said. He would have taken his money back. That's exactly what I said. I would have pulled up like, what's my girl, Aunt Esther on Friday? You know, she pulled up as a Jehovah's Witness trying to spread the good word about the Lord. I would have said, well, fuck you. Come on, sister. You would have got all them cuss words up in there. Because that's not what Jesus was about.
Yeah, I don't like that at all, man.
Yeah.
It's wild. And I just think it's getting so bad. And it's like, you know, he defended it saying, you know, they have a system. And it was basically him talking to his congregation saying you was in the wrong line. And my thing is, even in whatever, because the woman.
Oh, it's 2 lines.
Yeah. If you got
the other line? Okay, wait.
You in this line. And if you got less, you in a different line. But it was a long line.
Nah, I don't care what line she was in. I don't care what line she was in. He out of line.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
and no matter
crazy,
what
man.
they had going on, to me, it was just, sometimes it's not even what you say, it's how you say it, right? So he literally like, that's not what I asked you to do. Y'all need to do. And I'm just like, I was like, bless you, sister. I really appreciate this. And for the rest of you, just make sure that you know, keep the lines separate, because we have a system going on. You know, it's just a way to say things to not make the person feel embarrassed and shame. But she stood up for him. She said, you know, he wasn't wrong. She didn't have a problem with it.
It's a psychology. It's all psychology, man. Yeah. I mean, the prostitute is gonna protect her pimp.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I don't mean any disrespect towards that woman, but like I said, it's a conditioning. You know what I mean? He shamed her in front of everybody, but in her mind, she just need to do hard. She just need to work harder, not smarter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if she was smarter, she wouldn't be giving his ass a damn thing.
Yeah.
That is crazy, man. I didn't even know all of that. I only knew about him rejecting the deposit though. But
and even with that system, that's creating syncretism in the church. You know, I come from you know, come as you are. You know what I mean? You make a deposit to the church, or you pay your tithes. Nobody know what you paid, and you keep it moving. But to have a line for those who got a band plus and those who got less than, come on, man, that's foul. You don't do it.
So imagine look at the divisiveness also. Imagine how the people in line who are in pocket, how they looking at the other people like, you can't even afford to be in this line. And we worshiping, we at the same altar right now.
Or
you know what I mean?
Or look at it this way. Imagine one standing in that line with less than here, hoping to get assistance with their rent getting paid. You know, I'm here because I really need the bless. I'm here because I really need the word. And I see you depositing 2 bands over. All right, watch this. You know, I'm asking for forgiveness. Watch this.
You ever seen First Sunday with Ice Cube and Tracy Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies too, man, for real.
Yeah. So,
That's crazy.
The consensus is people ain't with it. I don't know how this lady felt the need to stand up for him and defend him. It's a little Stockholm syndrome going on over there or whatnot, but I just think it's just getting out of hand. Shout out to Vegas Live, Vegas Gate, aka who's in the chat too. I appreciate you for joining us. I was on his live with his crew. What was this, Wednesday? Every Wednesday it's at 6:00. They kind of just, talk about, what's going on. Mostly they center it around relationships. So if you guys are not familiar with it, go to Vegas Gates on YouTube and Facebook and check him out. So what's up? What's up, fam? Yeah, we had a spirited conversation. But yeah, I told him we won't gonna get too much into politics because I can't let him on. If he
I said you on that cooking.
I know how my people be. He already know I'm lit. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We go in. Yeah, but that's crazy. And then there was another thing. That's why I said, the church is ghetto, because I was listening to another clip. And this is the thing. I remember we had a co-host that used to come on, and he was saying how his mother gave a lot of money to the church. And when she passed away, they didn't even try to host her funeral or anything.
Oh,
That was hurtful. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to a clip when there was a man who he said he had that issue, but he wasn't with the shits. He wasn't. You wasn't just gonna tell him that you weren't going to host, his grandmother who had been giving so much money to the church. And I just like his takeaway. But I think I don't understand this. I really don't understand it, because the church is supposed to be for the people of service. If you read the story of Jesus, he didn't even like the buildings. You know what I'm saying? He would turn over tables because people were going inside instead of being out in the streets helping those who basically being persecuted and shunned. But this is how this brother approached the situation when his what do they call it? Tithe paying grandmama, when the pastor was trying to decide if he wanted to pay, host her for her funeral.
You perfect or something? How the fuck you gonna say preacher? Yeah, the preacher. Oh, when you go against them motherfuckers, oh, son, let me put my hands on you and pray for you. What about you, you good motherfucker? You taking these people money like that motherfucker with my grandmama passed. This motherfucker, my grandmama helped him build a fucking, her and everybody else in the congregation, helped him build a whole fucking wing on his church. Then she died. He talking about, well, I don't know if we can have a funeral here. I said, if you don't have that motherfucker here, you won't have another one, because I'm going to burn this bitch down. I told him right to his face. He said, son, what you say? I said, I'm going to burn this bitch down if you don't have my grandmother's funeral in this bitch, after she done gave you all my grandfather's money for all these fucking 50 years she been coming here, and you telling me she ain't having her funeral here? Won't be there enough one in this motherfucker, because I'm going to burn this bitch down. I got gas in the car, because I know you's an ignorant motherfucker. Oh, no. We gonna do all that. We'll have it here. And my father and my auntie just sat there like, you do it. That funeral was that Saturday. What the fuck you mean you ain't gonna preach her funeral? She been coming up here with this ignorant ass shit for 50 years, giving you all my grandfather's money. While he waited out in the car, because he knew you was full of shit. But he loved his wife, so he brought her, gave her the money to get your bitch ass. And now you talking about you ain't gonna give her a funeral here? I said, man, I'll burn this bitch down in the daytime. I told him, I'll burn that bitch down in the daytime. I told him that motherfucker preached the shit out that thing. That nigga was, she was a good one.
Y'all gotta watch. You gotta actually see the video, but that was hilarious to me, because I know that is a true story and it's not uncommon, and it's just unfortunate what these churches are turning into. It's crazy. It is crazy. Damn. Oh, that was hilarious.
I believe him. He would have burned it down.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I believe it too. That's my yes.
In the car.
When he said, "Nah, another one,"
he said, "I'll burn it down. It won't be now another funeral."
And another one.
What is that? What's happening? What is going on with these churches? I just don't get it.
It's not new. It's just being more exposed now. It's nothing new though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's being more exposed now. I think that's what's really going on.
Yeah.
I remember helping with a funeral.
That's a drink word.
And the pastor, I didn't know any better. It was my first time having to organize it. And, I didn't know that pastors got paid for funerals. And the particular pastor that hosted this service, he was literally waiting at the graveyard, sitting in his truck, looking like a whole ass pimp. Somebody came over to me like, "Oh, the pastor wants you," and he was
didn't
waiting for
get
the rest
his money, his Skrilla.
I was like, I felt like a hooker. Like I was like, this is crazy.
You know the blessing. You know the blessing within all of that.
What?
I had no idea that happened. I wish I was there. I wish I would have known that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would have known that happened. Yeah.
Like, what's the fee? What
We at the actual cemetery.
Yeah.
You know, at what it, you know, and
like what's the range?
I don't even remember how much it was that I gave him. I can't even remember. It probably was a couple hundred. I don't know how much he was paid before, but I guess I was in charge of giving him the rest, and I guess he gets paid once he does his part. But he was sitting up in that truck. He was looking like the biggest. That's the thing, though, y'all. Don't y'all notice that a lot of these pastors, and I'm not saying you can't be born again and change your life and come back and preach the word to the people, because it's important that people that have been through hard times, been through their struggles, those are the kind of people that people want to listen to, because they can understand what that person's going through. But I think a lot of these people be pimps. They come from that background.
Yeah.
And you would think with that stigma, as a pastor, you'll want to kind of change the narrative a little bit. You know what I mean? You'll want to step out there and show, hey, I'm one of the good ones. It's like all of them is out here pimping. And
if you got to say you're a good one, that's a red flag to me. Don't tell me what you are. I'll tell you. I'll let you know.
Yeah, it just need to be some example set, and I think people.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Some more examples.
I'm a thinker, but I like action too, right? So I like results. Sometimes you can't just keep coming to the altar praying for results, because faith without actions is dead.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes you just gotta press play.
Melodies from heaven.
That's cold, man, because I really like that song. I really like that song too.
Me too. I love that song.
That's cold, man. That was perfect timing, though.
They have become membership organ. That's another thing. Like, you have to be a member and you have to pay tithes and give 10% of your money. It's a lot that goes into it. It shouldn't be that. It's just a lot to me. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But also, like, I've seen over the years that, like, the ones that be so sanctified, they always say the ones that be the most sanctified and doing the most shouting and blah, 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 be the ones that go straight home and get on the phone with the other sister. Sister, did you see what so-and-so had on? And they just spend the rest of their Sunday gossiping. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's a good question. I apologize for cutting you off, but I don't want to forget what I'm about to say, because I had this question that I wanted to present to y'all and the viewers, right? So get in the chat. But so a question came to my mind about a week ago. So why do y'all think judges wear black? I looked it up, but I got my own interpretation.
I never thought about it. But if I could just say, I would say because they in a dark position, they're gonna make some dark moves.
Okay. What about you, Miss Trish?
Never thought about it, but I mean,
the robe
in what we're thinking about is, it's pretty dark. I mean, it's like a mourning of some sort. I mean, that's what I think of.
First color, what you think?
But that's my favorite color, though. So
yeah,
it's mixed black and gold.
I would say that's the color of Judgment Day. You know what I mean? And
okay,
what's ever finna take place isn't too favorable. I like that shirt.
Yeah,
that's dope. So I'm a be in agreement with y'all, but my idea is a little different. So I think judges wear black because they don't want people to see the stains of their own mistakes. You see what I'm saying? The most judgmental people, man, they be the biggest hypocrites because they got the most to hide.
Yep.
Once you figure that part out, their opinion don't even matter unless you're at their mercy. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Yeah, they got the most to hide.
So that's deep right there.
So did you actually look up to see particularly why they do it?
Yeah, I looked up their meaning, but like I said, I got my own.
Yeah.
So they said it's about unity and about being impartial, you know, because they used to wear real colorful robes and stuff, and that would like show their ties to this social class and
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that. But
It sounds like bullshit already.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, something wrong when you got grown men wearing heels and wigs. So I don't know.
You know, in the UK they still wear wigs. That's the thing. That's the wig party. They still
So-
throw them wigs when they come into the courtroom, and you got to take them serious because they're gonna sentence you or not. So yeah, just thinking about how these old ladies that you know will you know judge you and have
Yeah.
something to say about you. You know, they be at church 3 days out the week at least. This lady that I was listening to, it threw me for a loop. But I want to ask y'all, like, if you around somebody and they have their breath is tart, do you say anything?
It depends on who it is. Yes.
Yes.
I might give gum and just say here.
Something. And if somebody hand you a mint of gum, take it and put it in your mouth. That's what you do.
As soon as possible. Yes.
Just take it and put it in your mouth.
Just take it and put it in your mouth.
So that's it.
Don't say shit else until you put it in your mouth.
Okay. If you see me going like this, that's a clue.
Now, somebody ever gave y'all gum on that? So have somebody ever gave?
No, nobody's giving me any, but I have given some out. Plenty.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because
I pull out gum when people get offended. They think I'm trying to say something, but I'm like, no, if I was trying to say something, I would have said it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for that purpose. But people have passed me a mint, but it's always in a group setting. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I'm right before I approach somebody any damn ways. What's that?
That's what I'm saying.
You take it like they're talking about your breath. You ain't go and try to smell it.
No, like I say, man, I keep extra spearmint flavor. You know what I mean? I stay ready. I try to make sure I'm appropriate.
Yeah, hygiene is important.
Because bad breath is offensive, man. I used to have this teacher, and she loved to come stand over me and just get close and try to critique me, and her breath just smelled like cuss words or whatever. I'm like, damn.
She was cussing at you.
And I can't. It was name was Miss Castanello.
Damn, Miss Castanello.
Yeah, you know, you remember trauma. So I was like, damn, man.
That's
couldn't
crazy.
do nothing about
You were traumatized.
I couldn't do nothing about it.
Now, how would you address
I was trying to keep a good grade.
I heard that. Now, how would you address that in a professional setting? Like you talking to a supervisor or something like that, one of your superiors, and you smell it, you know it stank.
Yeah.
I mean, I come to the point because I have the ability to filter myself before I speak. And so while you're talking and your breath is smelling, I might say, girl, what you eat? You must have had some salmon. And then they'll be like, oh, excuse me, you know, they'll react and I'll just be laughing. And, because it can happen. But yeah, I probably would say something if I couldn't leave the room because I need you to get that under control. Because I feel like it's probably COVID mixed in with the flu and all that's coming out your mouth. Like I need that to be taken care of because that's just strong. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I kind of do it in a comical way. Girl, what you eat? I know you had some garlic today.
Dang.
That is a good question.
I don't think I get that close to people like that.
Yeah, it's 7 a.m. I ain't even ate yet.
So they must have been talking about this.
That means you didn't brush your damn teeth when you left the house.
Yeah.
Cold in the eyes, like God.
And so that's why I don't even carpool, man. Because I used to carpool, and it's like, damn, homie, how your man? Come on, how your breath still smell like Friday morning, and it's Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Yeah, look, we frowning up just thinking about it because we've all had that experience. Yeah. And I'm thinking this lady must have something too because she got in front of the congregation to address people who had something to say about her breath.
Now you all have to excuse me, but it's the truth. If I'm talking to any of you all and my breath stinking, and we have something here does, After I had to brush my teeth or my tongue, please, if anybody want to come give you a mint, don't feel embarrassed. Take it because they have a reason. So y'all, this is true. I'm not just talking. I'm talking because it's the truth. And it's going around. This thing is going around. And when it's in the streets and every place else, this is my church. I love my church. I was born and reared in this church like many of you. So I'm going to speak the truth whether you like it or not. And may God bless each and every one of you. Y'all have a blessed day.
Listen, we got the same sentiments, Elder. We got the same sentiment. Somebody hand you a mint, take it and put it in your mouth, okay? It's not cute. She said, that's our church. And the churches be smelling crazy. I mean, it'd be a lot of people. But, people be having things, and, you say, they be having halitosis, they be having, bad gums and things like that. So another thing is, just bring it up, just a fun conversation or just a friendly conversation. Like, I had to go to the dentist because I was reading that, if you have a cavity, it can cause decay, and in your breath, you have this odor. You just kind of start talking about random stuff and hoping they pick up what you're putting down. You know what I'm saying?
I can't take up a toothbrush.
You one of those dudes.
Halitosis can't be cured with a toothbrush, though. That's in your gut.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm one of them guys, man. I don't say nothing. I just be saying to myself in my head, "You can't taste that." God damn! I'm going on my business.
Yeah.
You know what helped a lot of people, and it helped. Okay, so there was a guy that I used to work with. Real true story. Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Right? I think during COVID, you had to smell your own shit.
Oh, yeah.
Your mask is on. I think that's
Yeah.
when he figured it out. So after COVID, every single time he would come to my office, because he was in IT, fixing computers and stuff, every time he come to my office, he had gum in his mouth. Every time after that. I think he got the message from the mask.
The truth hurts.
So
that was real.
The mask helped a lot of people.
Yeah, and they probably need to keep it on if they don't want to get whatever they need to get fixed. So yeah, drink word is take the mint.
Right. I'm just saying though.
Take the mint. So when we get into this conversation, I want to talk about zodiac signs. I do think that people, some of us, I know I'm partial to it. Certain people, if I was single, I wouldn't date because of the zodiac signs, and that's just because of the experiences I've had. I know a lot of zodiac signs get bad reps. I think Gemini is one of them. Leos, Cancers.
Yeah.
Those are some of the ones that they get a bad rep, and so I want to get into that. And I just want to see how you guys feel about it. But even just getting into this whole relationship thing, I also wanted to just ask you guys too. If you think there's like a black woman versus black man agenda where there beef, that there's a beef, like are men getting soft and starting to hate black women or something like that? Like that too. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something I wanted to throw in there too. So I definitely wanted to get into that. But even before we get into that, I just want to ask y'all, should sex workers get paid? Should it be legal for them to be sex workers?
Hell yeah.
That was random.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean they're first responders. They're on the front line.
/ therapists.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it like that. First responders.
Say
more.
We are saving lives. This is coffee.
What's in your coffee though?
Look, when you gotta announce it, do it got Bailey's in it though? Wait, what is that soft gonna be? What we talking about? What I mean? They be having chats in the chat. You know what I'm saying? They be having their own thing going on. Yeah, first responders. Yeah, so they first responders. My thing is, I was listening to a lady talk about this, and she put it into perspective. Because I do think it's your body. If you want to charge people, you should be able to charge people. But putting it into perspective, the way she really helped me really respect it is that a lot of people do it anyway, right? We know this going rate is $50. So even during inflation, these women are making more money. They don't have no union to go to. You know what I'm saying? And for this particular price, these men don't respect them, or whoever it is that they're hiring that's hiring them. They don't respect them, so they think they should get more bang for their buck. So you paying $50, you're supposed to get one thing, but they want more, and they want to beat you and mistreat you. And who you gonna run to? You ain't got no union rep, you ain't got no supervisor. You the pimp. You can't really trust them because they be beating on them too, right? So when she put it into perspective,
the going rate is $50.
Yeah, $50. It ain't never gone up. I mean, yeah, the price has never gone up. It's still $50, girl. Somebody look. Tell me if I'm lying in the chat. Allegedly, reportedly, you ain't gotta say your name. I won't post you.
$50 for what? That's
what I'm saying. $50 for what?
I think that's $50 should be just for consultation. That should to be discussed what's going to take place physically.
But
you know what I mean? But I don't know. That sounds like some Fremont Street tennis shoe pimp shit right there. I don't know.
Well, that's the OnlyFans subscription.
Right.
You talking about Sierra Vista?
That's Sierra Vista.
Yeah, the Vista for sure.
Probably can get away with an EBT on that.
Damn.
Wow. That's
Listen.
crazy. And they should get paid. They're independent contractors. So, yeah.
Yeah, I like them terms. They're first responders and they're independent contractors. And they need, if they were illegal, legally able to register as sex workers, then they could have some protection from the labor union. You know what I'm saying? To where people couldn't just be cheating them out of their $50,
right,
doing more stuff than they pay for, or mistreating them. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. Shout out to Jenny Pose, who's in the chat too. She said, listen, for them to give the cat, they should absolutely charge. Broke boys don't get no. I know that's right. In her Cardi B voice. What y'all think? What up, Top Chef? What's good? Everything's good. Thank you for joining us on YouTube in the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know. I just had to get that off. I just have to ask y'all, because I know some people don't think that it should be legal, but I don't see why it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why it shouldn't be. So, so
I feel like it's been used since the beginning of time. It's a bartering tool, I think,
right,
since forever. But
$50 I like that.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think too, if they legalize it, you can regulate it, and that'll keep the.
I mean, people need rent paid, the kids' school clothes, stuff like that.
Sure.
It's been a thing. I've had plenty of uncles. Just saying. I have.
I can't argue with that. There's a politician running for office he just got picked up talking about how Black folks don't tip. How y'all feel about that stereotype?
So I heard that.
You heard it?
I heard that from someone who works in the food and beverage industry, right? And she's a Black woman, and she was like, when we see how people come through the door, we ask for another section. Like, we ask for them not to be placed in our section.
What?
And so I was like, damn, that's messed up. But I've also been out and sat at a table with a group of people, and there's been people at my table, and within my party, and they're like, well, I didn't pay for this, I didn't do, you know what I mean? And they're like trying to figure out the cheapest route. Like, they do not want to tip. And I'm the one like, man, F that, keep your money. I'd pay the tip for the whole table. You know what I mean? So I could understand that. And then at the same time, they want these food servers and bartenders and waitresses or whoever, they want them to jump hurdles, and they want to, I need a ranch with hot sauce mixed in it, and you got too much ice in my drink. They just doing way too much. And I'm like, it shows a lot about your character with how you treat people, especially people of service. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because for me, I mean, if you really think about it, a lot of people like to look down on the help. But if you look at what a hero really is the help, and they praise the hero. You see what I'm saying? So if you look at someone who's actually handling your food, Yeah, you should probably treat them a little different because they could determine whether or not you're going to UMC tonight. That's the hospital for y'all who
Right.
don't know Vegas. Yeah, that's crazy to me though. I ain't never been that type of person, and I don't like to be with them. I don't like to be sitting at the table with them. None of that.
See,
I
for
think
me,
Black
for the
people
longest,
on the service that they receive.
You said as a whole.
I think I mean the Black people I hang around with, I don't really fuck with the people
Yeah.
that do
Right.
all this stuff.
I mean, but it's just a chance you might be at a table with people who they just don't see it like you. They don't have that type of integrity.
Yeah.
I know for me, for the longest, I didn't know how to tip. You know, I didn't have restaurant etiquette because I didn't grow up eating out and stuff. You know what I mean? So I didn't know when you go to a certain restaurant, you're supposed to pay gratuity. I never understood that until, honestly, in my older years. You know what I mean? And even now, I tip based on my service. If I'm getting shitty service, because you're a waitress, I mean, I'm going to tip you. You know what I mean? If you give me outstanding service, and goddamn, I'm going to make sure you get that 20+%. But if I got to ask for a refill and, you know, I need napkins and all, man, no, you're going to get what you get. You know what I mean? I'm going to tip you based on the service you provide for me. And because I feel as if at the end of the day, it's my money, so I'm going to pay you based on what you do for me.
Yeah.
Goods and services.
Yeah, I don't like that stereotype, you know, just accusing Black people of not being tippers. But I agree with you, first caller. Like, I had to learn certain things. I think some people even tip their contractors, like people who come do work at their home. And I'm like, I'm already paying for a service I'm supposed to tip to. And so I get a little overwhelmed with that because I like just cut and dry. Like, how much is this? And I'm giving you this. You're doing this, and that's that. I mean, if I just feel it in my spirit to give you something extra, that's my business. But if that's the rule, like that's the thing, and I'm not doing that, then I feel guilty. Like, oh, now I'm gonna get that, you know, I'm falling into that stereotype that some people like to say about Black people, which I don't even know where that comes from. I don't have anything to base that on, you know, because I do tip, but it's like overwhelming because people want tips for everything. And it's like, I'm already
in the damn drive-through.
Right, at the drive-through.
Yeah.
Or if you go in and pick up your food. If you come out to my car, I think you should get a tip. You know, you have to walk out and bring it to me because I was being lazy, or maybe, you know, some people have disabilities, they're not able to. Why not tip? But if I order something and I come to the counter to get it, why am I tipping you? You know, people will make you feel away. You know what I'm saying? And then you fall into that category as being cheap or whatnot. And then I don't like the percentages they put on it, 18, 20%. You know what I mean? That's another thing. But most people I know, they're tippers. You know, some are, you know, really good tippers. And I do like to base it on the service. You know, now that when I even stay in a hotel room, I like to tip the people that I know that people are working hard and they're underpaid.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to some place like Europe, you know, certain places you go to where they don't accept tips, they're offended by it, but they're being paid well and they have universal health care and things of that nature. We're here in this country, they pimping us so hard. They pay people the minimum wage. What is it, like $7.20? That's the federal minimum wage. And they expect the people to come in and buy the food and also pay these people's salary, their wages. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't really ran a good one on us. So Mr. Strickland says it's true. I'm sorry, Mr. Sliction. Elaborate. You think it's true that Black people don't tip, or did I miss that in another conversation? Because I don't think that Top Shelf 2 says depending on where you're at or from.
Yeah.
Thinking different, you know, demographics of people that are Black people tip differently or that culture. What do you say? Like people tip more?
What too? You know what? I don't want to lose my train of thought, but damn. So I worked in the industry. Like some people live off their tips because their wages are so low. Yeah. They really, really, really depend on their tips. And like first caller said, I grew up where I didn't have the opportunity to eat out and all of that. So I didn't know tipping etiquette and all of that. And I can remember just being young, like a teenager or whatever, and going out to eat. And I'm seeing money on the table. I'm like, damn, somebody just left money on the table. I remember grabbing a couple tips before, you know. But you know, that was in my I had no idea what was going on. And my uncle, shout out to my Uncle Loopy, he had to correct me. He like, boy, don't you ever do that, right? So I was like, all right. So, but so moving forward in life, I did work in the industry where, you know, tips were everything. I worked in valet. And unfortunately, a lot of our people just looked at me like the servant boy. You know, they just, oh yeah, thanks, homie, and they push off, or thank you, baby, you know, from the woman or whatever, and they leave. They don't tip, no nothing. They look at it like, oh, you supposed to run and get my car. It's 110 degrees out here, and you ran. Now you come back sweating. You made sure we didn't have to wait out here that long, but yeah, I'll see you when I get back, and I'm gonna expect the same service, and I ain't tipping you nothing.
Yeah.
So I've had that experience too, but I can't say all our people are like that. But I've had that experience though.
So let me ask y'all this: like, in terms of our barbers and beauticians, what should we be tipping them? Because I go get my haircut, right? It's $45.
Yeah.
I give my barber $100. He like, you want change, man? I'm like, yeah, nigga, I want change. Like, I'm like,
yeah, I want change. Right.
You want change?
What my
I
sweat?
get $100 and cut 45. So what's
what's a good tip?
Like barber versus beautician? Like, if you're gonna get your hair done, Trisha Latoya, and it's $80, what are y'all tipping? Or what's appropriate?
I feel like $15 to $20
a tip
on the hair.
So how much is a cut? Ain't it like $40, $50 now? I remember the
it
cut
went up. Yeah, it went up.
You
So
say
went up. Yeah,
40 first caller 40.
Yeah, I'm paying 45.
I'd give 45.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, I'd probably give them $60.
Okay.
Okay, you said how much for a $45 cut? You tipping how much?
So that's $15.
Okay.
Wow, you good. Yeah.
So for me though,
when you eat, double the tax. So that's I don't never look at anything. I double the tax and that's my tip. That's what I normally tip. Because tax.
I never even considered that. Like I tip according to service. So I think my minimum tip is gonna be like, for instance, like if I go to IHOP or something like that, my minimum tip gonna be like.
That's an insult. Don't give nobody no $2.
At least $5.
All right, so
at least $50.
So a lot of unfortunately
$2.
So my minimum tip is probably like $10. That's if I go to IHOP. So the average IHOP visit, that's like half $100, right? So I'm a tip, but it's also according to their service. You know what I mean? If I'm out a little, you know, somewhere else, you know, I might tip $20. You know, for the barber specifically. Now that really depends on their customer service. You know, did you wash your hands? You know, okay, you put on gloves or whatever. Are you punctual? You know, did you say you're gonna have me in at 11 and you got me in at 11? Are you taking smoke breaks? And you know, it's all of that stuff. Do I have to grab the mirror and I look in the mirror and say, oh man, you forgot this? You know, stuff like that all adds up for me. Because I'm prepared to tip $20 every time, but I might have to go back in my pocket and say, nah, because I'm finding mistakes. I'm finding stuff where you just rushed me out of here, or you was late and you took a smoke break and you didn't wash your hands. I had to tell you to wash your hands, you know, stuff like that. So I just give them a ladder to help them step their game off for real.
Yeah. So I think that Top Shelf is pretty much
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Yeah.
10 o'clock and getting in the chair at 10:30 is good. Try going to a beauty shop.
See, no, but I'm spoiled now. When I go get my hair braided, when I pull up, I'm on time. My braid is ready for me. It's very rare that I wait 15 minutes max. It's very rare. And I've gone, you know, I had a beautician for years.
Yeah, that's rare.
And I would literally know that I'm gonna be there at least 30 to 45 minutes before I'm seen. And that's not a good look. As we get older, our time isn't, you know, it means something to us, you know. Mm-hmm. He said he get high. Look, I'm in the chat too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't respect that, because if I came 30 minutes late, they probably tell me I gotta go. It's like going to the doctor's office. Your appointment at this time, they take all day to see you. But if you more than 15 minutes late, you know, they like you gotta reschedule. But no, I don't think we should accept that from our service people doing our hair.
No, my time.
What's the point of making it?
My time is everything, for real. And it don't matter how old I get, I'll still move militant, man. I ain't playing with nobody. If I say this what it is, it's what it is. If you tell me this what it is, I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna be there early because I want to be on time. I want to see you pull up. You know, so yeah, I take that. I take it seriously. So when people who don't take my time seriously, then I know how to interact with them moving forward. That's if I choose to interact with them at all.
So I'm looking 18% of $50 is $9, Trish. You be doubling. Dang, girl. That's why you stay with us.
I'm a good tipper, but listen, if they don't do a good job, my tip will be written down on the paper. Tip, do better. I will write them notes. That's my tip, is the notes that I write. I've done that.
See, for me, I feel like it's important to use the barber or the beautician as an example because we build relationships with them. You know what I mean? Like this guy who cut my hair, he cut my hair for 10, 12 years now. You know what I mean? Cut all my kids up. So a lot of times our relationship get in the way. You know, like Top Chef said, he's always late, 20, 25 minutes late, right?
Right.
Appointment is at 10. When he finally on time, I leave late because I know he always late. It's 10:07. He texted me, "Hey fam, you still coming?" Damn, you late anyway. What you mean? And then I'm like, do I still give him that 25% tip, or do I just say, oh, you know what?
Right.
Because we got a relationship and I want to look out for him. That's my boy, and he black. Do I continue to give him that $15, $20?
No,
and you know what? So you have a good point because I don't interact with barbers or something like that where I got to go sit still. I got to sit under this. I got to sit still for a minute. You know, I got to have my eyes closed at certain times. You're going to turn my back to the door at certain times. So yeah, I only deal with barbers that I know, right? But unfortunately, a lot of them have been that, like you said, you know, they take advantage of the relationship, and it's like, no, I mean, we're not gonna do that. It's business we talking about. You know, we just talking about meeting up for drinks or something that's different, but it's business. But you know what? I just interacted with my cousin recently, and I had to commend him. I was like, you was on time, you was punctual, you were you practiced good hygiene. So I just let him know, like, these are the things, man, I can give you an A+ about, you know, and moving forward, if I ever need any type of services, I'm gonna definitely come to you. I'm gonna send somebody to you. And on the other end, I wanted to say this too on the other end. So with me interacting with others, you know what I mean? So I'm not interacting with a black server or a black valet attendant or somebody else who's expecting tips and they ain't black. I consider myself as an ambassador for us. You know what I mean? So I take pride in, again, I'm a tip according to their service, but I make sure they know that, damn, that brother, he looked out for me. So they can't say that. They can't just put that stigma on all our people. They can say for themselves, like, no, that brother right there, man, he was all right. You know, he actually looked out. I didn't expect him to.
And that's where I'm coming from, because I be feeling that way too. Like I gotta represent, because I know that people have certain things they like to say about, you know, our culture. Yeah. And even though that's not me, it's like, well, I don't want that, you know, you to affirm that by me not tipping. Even if you, but I think you know, I feel guilty even if you're having bad service. If I'm getting bad service, I still feel a way, but I'm trying to talk myself out of that. You know, like, don't feel obligated to tip a person. They didn't earn it. They didn't work for it, you know?
Yeah.
That's real life.
Theo's in the chat. He said, I'm reading his comments. This is about, you know, he said the ninjas in the, it's a time thing. I don't appreciate that. I do. Like, I can't tip you, because you don't know what I got to. I'm on a schedule. I be doing stuff on my lunch break. You know what I'm saying? But he's an antagonist as well, so he likes to provoke me. And he said Mexican barbers are on time. Like I said, my braider is a black woman, and she's always on time. As soon as I pull up, she's ready. You know what I'm saying? I've never had an issue with her. And anybody else, if I go to a doctor, if I have to sit and wait for a long time, I'm probably not coming back. I'm getting too old for that. I got things to do. When we were younger,
I walked out on a couple of doctors for real.
You know, we got stuff to do, and we're scheduling our lives around it. Like I said, I might take a few, you know, some extra time off for lunch to come to a doctor's appointment or a hair appointment. I don't need no. Tell me when you want me to be there, and you're gonna be ready for me. And the other thing is, if I come in late, I'm bumping somebody else's schedule. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else is that's why they're sitting there waiting. It's bad enough if the barber's just not prompt or the beautician's not prompt. But if you got an inconsiderate client that's coming in not on time, then that other person has to wait longer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with it. So no, I haven't had a Mexican barber. I don't go to barbers, but I will say there's some very good black on time beauticians and braiders out there. Okay, and they
shout out to my cousin, the barber I was referring to. His name was D'Angelo. So shout out D, man. He looked out for me, man. He had me crispy leaving up out of there. I was like ready for real marketing, promotion, all that.
Top Chef, you ain't wrong. The Mexican barbers, they be on time, but they don't got no fire cuts. They cuss will be fine.
That's why they be on time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ain't nobody waiting.
oh man.
You been waiting
Y'all wrong, man. Y'all,
go to him, you be like, I'll wait. How much? 2 hours. Oh, I'll wait. I got 2
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
y'all wrong, man.
That's crazy. So when I opened up, I was talking about something which I consider semantics, but we're gonna get into it because I know one of you were just asking a question like, what's appropriate to wear? Like, are we getting into arguments about how we dress around our mates' people, like your man's people? You know, if you bringing the guys around, should you maybe cover up a little bit more? And then, you know, I don't know. I guess with men, if you know your man, you know, you bringing the girls over, should he put a shirt on? Or just walk around his little white beater flexing or whatnot. And I'm just saying, like, we play these semantics, right? Because it's like, oh, you can't be looking a certain way, you know, for people who don't like people looking extra sexy around, you know, friends and family. But it's okay if you're on a beach in front of the whole world to be in a two-piece. So make it make sense is all I'm saying. Like, where are we drawing a line here? What do you think it's inappropriate to be in yoga pants and your sports bra in front of your man, Miss Trish? I mean, your man's friends.
Or outside of him too. Outside of him too. You might be running an errand or something.
To the grocery store.
Yeah.
I think it depends. And I'm going to say this because some people, that's their lifestyle, right? They live in the gym. They go to the gym. They live in the gym. They're at the gym. Like if that's their lifestyle, that's the clothes they wear. You know, they're known for being in the gym. I mean, they're fit and I don't know. I think that would probably be the only acceptable situation. I definitely think you should be covered up around your significant other's friends because it's a little awkward. I'd cover up for sure. But tank top and shorts, I don't think anything is wrong with that. Is something wrong with it?
Booty shorts.
No, just regular, you know, thigh length shorts and a tank top. I don't think nothing's wrong with wearing a tank top. I wouldn't wear what'd you say? A sports bra? I wouldn't wear a sports bra, no. But tank top and shorts, I think is acceptable.
I feel a way, and we got somebody in the chat tomorrow. I guess he's asking if the boobs are big, so I guess it depends on your boob size. And
okay. Yeah, I've never had those, so maybe that's why I'm like okay with it.
That's triggering because we know when we was in school, the white girls could wear booty shorts, but the black girls couldn't. We got called in the office, right? Because I asked, you know, I guess was provocative.
Yeah, you know? To ask you some questions.
Yeah, you know. So I don't know. Does that matter? Like again, though. So would you feel awkward, Trish, being on the beach in your two-piece with, you know, your man's friends? Or does the vibe change?
No, I think it changes because it's the beach, it's the water. I mean, it's the situation. I mean, it's not just around my house chilling. You know, is that?
Yeah.
Well, I get it.
I mean, that's regular attire for the beach, right?
Yeah, and I get it because, like for me, kind of back on what Ms. Trish was saying, at the house, it's too personal of a setting. You know what I mean? Like go put some clothes on them. You know, we're around the house, and then you got the guys around here. Like, no, it's too intimate almost. Now, if we at a beach, that's kind of what it calls for. You know what I mean? So I feel like the beach is fine, but at the house, no, we around here watching football, and you're around here. You know what I mean? Go put some clothes on.
What about running errands?
We're talking about like booty shorts and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole nine.
No, go put some clothes on. It's to me, it's still gonna put some clothes on only because I feel as if I don't want a reason for another man to feel enticed. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be, and I don't want to police her body neither. You know what I mean? But I feel as if I don't want her to give another man a reason to say, "Oh, damn, let me push up on that in an aggressive manner or doing too much." You know what I mean? And whether it be advertisement, quote unquote, I'd rather not put her in that position. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know what, people hide truth and humor, right?
Yeah.
So you know they can act like it's a joke,
right?
But a lot of people, they never knew they had a taste for pizza until they see the commercial. Then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna order a pizza.
I thought he was about to say something else.
They want a piece of that.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah.
I get it, because I've seen some people with children. They let them wear them little, even outside with them little shorts. They look like panties, but people wear them in public now. They be in Walmart. They be at the grocery store. Grown women and children in these shorts that they look like boy shorts, like underwear, undergarments.
Yeah.
And I just think it's inappropriate. But I'm like, okay, who am I? Like, people walking around in public in two pieces, and now we pick and choose where it's appropriate. Like in the public, in the public beach, it's okay, but not in the privacy of your home, because that's more of an intimate setting.
And and I agree. I hear everything y'all saying. I agree with it. But as first caller, being a man himself, yeah, I could see exactly where he's coming from. And then when I look at those who do present themselves like that, whether in the intimate setting or just out and about or whatever, and it's like, for me in particular, it's like, okay, for a fact you're gonna get a certain type of attention. And so what are you missing out of your life to where you feel like you need that type of attention? You know what I mean? And if you are in a relationship, in my opinion, if you are in a relationship and that's the play, that's how you display, that's putting too many people in y'all business. And for me personally, that make it look like she's unhappy because she needs that type of attention. She needs some type of interaction. She needs the cat calling. She needs whatever. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know. I ain't feeling it though. Personally, though, it's like, nah, like you said, put some clothes on,
Right.
and then respect yourself. Because if you don't want that type of attention, don't present it that way. Because people going to, leave it to their imagination. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, leave. I agree. I think we need to leave something to the imagination. I think it's just going too far with just how we, come out in public anyway. Just regular, just going out. Mr. Sliction says, ladies, the only appropriate clothing to wear in front of the homies is a dress like a Gandalf. And if y'all don't know what that is,
I don't. Let me see. Wait, go.
Hey.
Hilarious.
What is that?
Got you out here dressed like Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
The hat too, Mr. Sliction, the hat too. People be hot. That's a lot of clothes. You got people perimenopause, they all that stuff. Come on.
Now for the ladies, like, how would y'all feel about y'all at the house doing vision boards with your girls drinking wine and your husband around there in a muscle shirt and gray sweatpants?
Right.
No, for me.
I don't think it would bother me.
Okay. What about at the post office running errands?
What is this? If you a young honey, he letting the homies know. How
Yeah,
old are you?
I don't think you should go out in public like that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think it would bother me. But we going to the post office.
So and that's a difference too. Like y'all together. You know what I mean? So
together.
I understand that. Yeah.
Oh, let me get my shoes.
That's not no.
She said, "Let me get my shoes."
No.
Every woman want to show off her goods. That's not true.
No, it's not true. Because some women don't want that attention. Maybe you might be feeling yourself. I look good in this, and that's when I'm a prince around the house. My sweetie, I'm gonna be eye candy for him. But I don't want that attention outside of the house. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people getting any impression they can just say what and feel away. I could be fully clothed and get compliments, and that's good. But I don't want that type of attention. I'm trying to get home safely. I don't want anybody trying to follow me. They be putting nowadays. They say they put stuff on napkins and stuff and all kind of stuff to try to snatch you. I don't want y'all trying to ship me off and traffic me. You know what I'm saying? I want you looking like, nope, can't traffic her.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, that eye candy should be my candy. That should be exclusive. Right. And then, man, there's so many ways to back those situations these days. All game is unacceptable. You know what I mean? Deion Sanders for sure. So people got to have some type of integrity. I could tell you whatever. I could tell you absolutely whatever you want to hear in your face, but it's about like love me when I ain't looking. You know, respect me when I ain't looking.
Yeah. Is that a Gemini thing? You can tell them anything they want to hear in their face. Is that a Gemini thing?
So that is a good segue, right?
We get into it, y'all. We get into it.
I don't think it's a Gemini thing. So look, so I'll be a Gemini and I'll also be the villain in this movie of life. I just learned that I'm the villain no matter what.
Really?
Like people could praise you. People, like they said in the Bible, people could praise you and curse you with the same tongue. People could tell you, man, I love you. You know, you always on time. You always show up. You always reliable. You always got my back like a chiropractor. Like people would tell you, like, damn, you know, I appreciate you. I love you. But then you in the conversation, they say, oh, you a Gemini?
Yeah.
Oh, you the scum of the earth. You a piece of shit. I would never fuck with you. This and that, this and that. I'm like, whoa. And it made me have to get myself together. I put my drink down. I'm like, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? The music just changed. It got weird. And so it made me put things in perspective because I deal with people based off vibes, eye contact, interaction, their energy, right? I don't need to know a person's sign and all of that because can't nobody's psychology or their studies or whatever, these complete strangers that just say these people go together. These people get along. These people stay away from. Because they don't know me, I don't know them, and they don't know my circle of people. They don't know the people I interact with. So it's like, how am I gonna let a textbook tell me who's right for me in my life? You see what I'm saying? So for me, it's just crazy. But I just had a real good wake up call recently. You know how they say you get your nigga wake up call? I got my Gemini wake up call. Like people really. In real life, people really don't fuck with me like I thought they did. You know what I mean? They are there to receive all the services. They want me to be. They appreciate me being a real man, being a real nigga. But when it come down to it, they like, but I still don't fuck with you because of the day you were born. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
I will tell you this. You're not, for me, you're not a typical Gemini. My interactions with you over the years I've been knowing you, you don't have Gemini energy. Most are a little bit different. So you're not a typical Gemini to me.
And I appreciate that. And so I will say this, right? I will give this. Some people put themselves in position of opposition without me having any type of, I ain't never did nothing to them, right? Mm-hmm. But some people do deserve to look at me, and regardless of my zodiac sign, some people do deserve to look at me and be like, damn, that's a cold motherfucker. But the feedback I'm getting is the people who I actually will lay down my life for. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. That is wild to me. But
and the way I see it, it can be, he a cold motherfucker who just happened to be a Gemini. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of times for me, I think the zodiac sign have nothing to do with who we really are. Because when I meet a person, I can't
that's
tell
where I'm at right there.
And I really don't give a damn whether you're an Aquarius, Sagittarius, Scorpio, whatever. When I meet somebody, we vibe and we rocking out, it's cool. And once I find out, you just happen to be a Pisces, you just happen to be compatible because of our energies. Right. Okay? It's not because of you're a Pisces and I'm a Scorpio, or you're a Gemini and she's Sag. You know, to me, it's just based off of our energy, our vibe. And like, I'm going to subscribe to that or zodiac signs, because I don't know if they evolved yet. You know, I figure with the change of the world and change of the people, how we've grown so fast, I would imagine the characteristics of these zodiac signs would have evolved by now. Because when I read which I'm a Scorpio, so when I read on a Scorpio, those characteristics is the same ones I was reading in high school. I'm like, well, shit didn't change so much. It should have evolved by now. So I don't necessarily.
Why do you say that though? Why do you think? Why would it change? The universe is constant.
It's constant, and I think it's also constantly changing. I mean, I think based on science, based on just us trying to live longer and try to break the cycle, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us intentionally step outside the box to prove the masses wrong. or a lot of us intentionally do things just to be different. And I would think with just that one chink in the link would change the course a little bit.
So you saying based on lived experiences, it's going to change. You're not going to be a cookie cutter Scorpio.
Yeah, I would think so because life is so fast now. You know, I mean, things has evolved so much. Like I'm not the same Scorpio I was 10 years ago. You know what I mean? What's that?
You're not the same Scorpio. Can you be the same Scorpio and just evolve as a person? Because I think this
right. See, that's what I think. That's what I think the brother's saying. So back then, imagine when they did their survey and they did 10 of each zodiac symbol, right? So that's what 120 people. My math might be off, right? It could be off, but yeah, I've been sipping a little bit. But bear with me. So the world has grown since then. Right. Social statuses have changed since then. People have different interactions with people all around the world since then. So, like, if you do a survey now or whatever the situation may be, and then that's based on people who sitting back just judging people. Again, they're wearing black for what? To hide their own stains.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like it's amazing to me though how people hold so much value on astrology. You know, I see coincidences, but it's like I ain't gonna let that govern my life though.
Right.
Well, I'll say 80% of the time, if I'm interacting with somebody, I'm accurate on what sign they are. Based off my interaction, yes.
That's pretty damn good.
And I'll tell them, I'll ask them, when is your birthday? And then they'll tell me, and I'll say, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense now. And you get a better understanding. Yeah. Shout out to Genuine Poise, who's also in the YouTube chat. She says, there's a good and bad to every sign. The one who finds themselves can portray the good qualities a sign carries. Yeah, and that's why I say you got to link with that kind of person, though. Like, it got to be the right zodiac sign. Like, Libra's not compatible with every sign. And then it depends on the type of relationship too, you know, because I don't think I'm compatible with the Virgo in a relationship. I've you know, bad experiences will teach you, but I know the way that Virgos think. I can understand them, but I wouldn't want to be in a romantic relationship with a Virgo.
So is that you as a Libra or you as Miss Toya? There's a difference. Who are you first?
I think it's both.
No, who are you first though? That's my question.
I'm me. It's like the one lady. Did y'all see that one TikTok video? Some bounty hunter was looking for a lady. Let's say
you gonna make me take this straight shot right here. I've been waiting to take this straight shot.
It's after dark. So he comes to the door looking for Jessica. She's like, "Ain't no Jessica here." He was like, "Well, what's your name?" She's like, "I'm me." I'm me. I represent myself first, but I understand my Libra qualities, and I think I'm a true Libra in that respect. But no, I don't come off like I'm a Libra, but it gives me a better understanding of myself because like a Virgo, they're very analytical, they're numbers based, solution. I think they're solution oriented, but they're also they pick apart things like in a negative aspect. Like they say what they're thinking, and it's not all good. Okay,
let me present this to y'all. I got some real shit, right? So in the 90s, you know, the gang culture was like really, really, really big, right? So we all come up in that. And you got somebody, hey man, where you from? They might say, oh, bang. Say, where you stay? They may not want to be specific. So you say, oh, what school you go to? Because people are looking for a reason to say, okay, you cool, or you know what, I'm gonna knock your head off. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So how is that any different? You don't even know me. You just said we was cool, man. We sitting there, we vibing, we talking about what movies we like, what music we like, all this. And you like, man, you know what? You're a cool cat. We both play on the same basketball team. Now all of a sudden, since I stay where I'm from, you know me, I stay where I stay, 2130 Revere Street. That's Valley View all day, right? Yeah. Now all of a sudden they like, okay, we can't even deal with you. How?
But get this though. The people that live around your neighborhood all do think a certain way, act a certain way because you guys are.
I was thinking in my head.
So look, okay, so time out. Wait, I'm gonna give you one more.
Culture.
So let me give you one more.
Okay.
We were just talking about black folks don't tip, and people drew a line like, hell no, that's not fair.
It's because you're from Nigeria, don't mean right? Okay.
So let's look at it. Let's look at it in a more broad sense.
Okay.
Everybody in this 4-person panel is a different shade of melanin, right? We all black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the racists see us as all with the hard R, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So who are you? So who are you to say now, after all that you just spilled, like, because y'all act a certain way, y'all wear a certain color. No. Put this shit down heavy. Somebody try to pick it up, they get a hernia, right? So who are you to say that it's all no, because you can't generalize it like that and then take a stand and say, I'm gonna stand up for my people because we're not all the same.
That's true.
You're right.
That's why I talked about the
I'll wait.
That's
I'll wait.
stereotypical.
I might drop. You might have you a real adult beverage tonight.
No,
I think
you're
it
right.
plays a role. I think it's
You're
something to consider. I think we do get an understanding of a person's background and who they are and what shapes them based on their lived experiences. And sometimes it has something to do with the time of the year and the day and the time they were born too, because of the elements in the environment at that time. It's been, scientifically or astrology speaking, it's kind of like been proven that certain personalities born during certain times of the year, certain times of the day or night, have similar qualities, attributes, personalities, quirks, whatever
Yeah.
that may be. So I do take that into consideration. Could it be a deal breaker? Yeah, for me, depending on what it
Man, if
is.
you had a coupon, I ain't buying that shit. I'm serious.
No, I
But yes,
wouldn't just
still, the
not
whole
talk
panel
to
is on lock.
somebody.
We on lock over here.
I wouldn't just not talk to somebody strictly off of their sign. I have to deal with them in order to make that decision. But I wouldn't just say, "Oh no, you're that, so I can't be your friend." No, that's crazy.
Yeah, friends are different.
Or person. I mean, they could be an evolved Gemini, an evolved
Woo.
Taurus.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I appreciate everybody's honesty. I'm just trying to point out the contradiction in it, of being judgmental with people based on a certain demographic, a certain criteria, and you just canceling out or approving a certain person or certain people just because of when they was born. That is crazy to me.
Okay.
Y'all don't see that? Look at the black and white issue, because we hypersensitive to that right now.
Yeah, I'm with it.
The word. Talk to God about it. God, the one who made all the different. I mean, everybody. Winter, spring, summer. I mean, like there's different seasons of
and
the
I
year.
also I do also give account. Now, I apologize if I feel like I'm taking over the conversation, but I do, because like I said, I'm gonna play the villain in this thing called life, right? Mm-hmm. So, but I also helped a lot of people, so I should be the hero, right? That's another discussion. But look, so look, people being real judgmental. Okay, we got 2 Scorpios. We have a Scorpio. We got a Scorpitarius. We have a Libra. Me personally, because I grew up, my 3 sisters and my mama, they all Libras, right? I've learned I vibe really well with Libras. I've also vibed really well with Pisces. You see what I'm saying? I've had intimate relationships with different signs. Do I have a preference? But it's really about who did I really vibe with. You understand where I'm coming from? So I can't base that off of, oh, she was this, oh, they all like this, because to me that's unfair to everybody else who I ain't never met, or to the people who are important to me that just happen to be of that certain sign. So it ain't about have they evolved, right? Mm-hmm. And then so I want to take it a little deeper. I do acknowledge that astrology was that system, that program came from Kemet, which they changed the name to Egypt, and the Greek philosophers stole all the information over like a 500-year period and went back and said, look what we came up with. And they took it and said, we're going to call this astrology. And they changed some of the names, and they changed some of the zodiac symbols and all of that. So they put their own twist to it. And they whitewashed it, right? So how do we know we even have the most purest form of what astrology is supposed to be? And it's still all about separating people, right?
Right.
It's still about separating people. And I'm like, why separate everybody? Because imagine if you got 12 kids. You got 12 kids. You're gonna love one less because they're a Gemini?
No, and that's not what I'm saying though. I think it's based on the relationship. Like I have cousins that are Virgos, and I probably wouldn't be friends necessarily with them, but I accept them because they're family and I love them and I understand them. But yeah, I don't really mesh well with Virgos. You know, not that I wouldn't not communicate with them, but I'm just saying I wouldn't consider them to be BFFs. But then just because they have that title, I mean, you can get into it because you have a borderline. Like she said, she's a Scorpitarius. So even though a person's birthday may fall under this time, so now they're classified as a Virgo, technically they might have the attributes of the other sign too, because they're like borderline with another sign, you know. So I don't think it should be a deal breaker, but I think it's something to consider when you're trying to find compatibility in intimate relationship for sure. Shout out to Chat Lives Matter, who says that I think the zodiac signs are off because it should be a 13, 28-day month, not 12 months. And, you know, he's onto something because there was another sign. It was a zodiac sign called I think it's the Ophiuchus. I might be saying it wrong, Ophiuchus. And that was a sign that they took out. I guess because people couldn't say it. I think that's why, but it's called the Serpent Bearer, which is a constellation located behind the sun between November 29th and December 28th. So people born between November 29th and December 28th should have been called the Ophiuchus, whatever. I don't know. Ophiuchus is how it's spelled. So they took this one out. They took it out because they said they excluded it from the traditional 12 sign zodiac because it didn't fit neatly into the 12-month calendar. So, you know, I feel you on that. But anyway, this particular sign, which I cannot pronounce, is you know, it's under the Greek legend. And it was named for a man whose name was Asclepius. And he was a physician who was later worshipped as a god of medicine. And it said that Asclepius was so talented at the art of healing that he could bring the dead back to life, a skill that, you know, he learned from a snake.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, since that sign didn't fit in neatly, it don't exist.
Here we go.
So they didn't include it. So
let's talk about it.
Tying it all in. You know what I'm saying? Just tying it all in.
Let's talk about it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So Chat Lives Matter. He said if I knew dude's name in the top right chat, I would agree with him. That's GB in the chat. That's GB. Yeah. So he's agreeing with what you said. I think it all ties in. I think, you know, you guys are on to something. Yeah. So you just saying we shouldn't go by signs. It's not really real. Is that what you're trying to get to?
For me?
And it falls with a woman's menstrual cycle. And I agree with that.
That's what I was reading too. Like, well, just 28 day stuff, you know, but it's all relative though. If you think about it, the menstrual cycle is real, and the 28-day is a normal cycle. Some are shorter, some are longer, but that is a normal cycle. So I think it's all relative. And it's just like the Bible. They took certain books out. So, you know, they do things out to kind of fit their agenda to make you want to think and believe how they want you to think and believe. And so I get that.
And I would think with that, the sign, that 13 sign they got rid of based on the characteristics that he supposedly had. That's not the most important sign. Why get rid of that one? If you could bring back the dead and healing and medicine and the other, why get rid of that nigga? We need him.
It sounds like
because the pharmaceuticals would be out of business.
I want to be that.
Now I know they say Jesus was born in December, and then some people say he was born in the summer. But if he was really born in December, this sign is between November 29th and December 18th, and he could heal people, but he got his skills from a snake. So maybe that's why they took him out.
That's crazy.
Hey, y'all know my granddaddy told me when I was a little kid. He said he gave me like an analogy, like an illustration. He said, if a snake dress up like The Easter Bunny. What holiday is it?
Now you know I've been drinking. Hold on.
April Fool.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If a snake dressed up like the Easter Bunny, what holiday is it? It's Halloween.
Yeah.
That snake's still a snake, man.
Okay.
I don't care how you package it up. You know, marketing is everything, but I'm just saying. I'm gonna need y'all to get up onto some real vibrations, man. Because
they drinking water and fake beer.
Right.
That's
fake beer. It's a fake beer.
And fake beer.
Maybe by next time I might have fell off the wagon. I don't know. It happened.
It tastes real.
And so Mr. Sliction is making my brain hurt right now, along with you, GB. Okay. What we really need to be doing is updating some of these personifications, because while Pisces is a fish and Aries is a ram, what the hell is a Capricorn? You know what I'm saying? You probably over there smoking. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What's
but you know that. But I feel them though, because it's like things that make you go, right? You really got to think about some shit, and then you have to consider who taught you this stuff, and when they taught you this, what was their intent? You see what I'm saying? Like what angle was they using? What agenda was they pushing when they put all this stuff in play and said, "This is what you need to know," you know? Because people treat you according to how they feel about you, and if they don't feel nothing for you, imagine what they teaching you.
So Capricorn, the symbol looks like it's a ram and a snake. I don't know. It's a seagull.
It's a seagull.
It's a ram and a snake.
So you saying the goat can float?
What's the drink word again? Because y'all. It's
lesson 2.
Okay.
Gently.
A goldfish, okay. Yeah, that's what it looked like, a goldfish. So they're saying that, the heartbreaker signs are the Gemini, Scorpio, and the Aquarius, mainly because, the Aquarius is kind of like a free spirit. Gemini will give you deuces, just without.
My exes could attest to that.
Yeah. Gemini.
2 fingers spread it, don't forget it. I'm sideways to the next light.
And the Scorpio is just, they said Scorpios are like possessive. Even my mom used to say that about Scorpios, but I've never had that experience.
But what's the problem with that?
What's the problem?
Jealous. Jealous is my issue. I wouldn't want to be with somebody.
I don't know if jealous is the word. I think territorial is a better word.
I think that's fine. But if you're jealous hearted, I don't like that.
No, marketing is everything.
Like this. Territorial. This belongs to me.
I can respect that if it was if looking at it that way. I never looked at possessive as being territorial, but I like how you worded that. I'll probably buy that. Yeah,
territorial is different. You know what I'm saying? Most creatures are. That's why you have dogs pissing, where they go, marking their territory. They don't necessarily
even with family or friends. Like, these are my people.
Yeah, they're my people.
Yeah.
But jealousy, I think it's just it's a negative energy. It's a negative spirit. It's like you're competing with your mate. Because why are you jealous? Like,
I don't think any Scorpio is jealous of anyone.
Yeah. No, I don't think jealousy is accurate either.
Jealous ain't the word.
I like what you're saying, like territorial. And like for me, to be territorial come from a place of want to be the protector of what I feel is mine.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with my shit.
That
whatever that may be, don't fuck with mine. That's it.
Yeah.
I could go with territorial. They say also the Scorpio sign is known to be not only unforgettable, but they could be sneaky. So they put that under the terms of being manipulative. And we talked about that, how manipulation is strategic because you have to think about it. I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, we were just talking about reasonable doubt earlier, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
We talked about that. And that goes back to, I guess, people, it just depends. But maybe it's a sign they match up with how, you know, maybe they could be manipulative to a certain sign. Some signs they can't put that energy on them because, you know, you might meet
I don't like the word manipulative.
Yeah.
Strategic, yes. I can see strategic because in any game, let's say, because this is the game of life, but in any games, spades, chess, whatever, you have to be strategic in the way that you move, right? In order to win. I think strategic is definitely the word. It ain't manipulative.
Okay. So which zodiac sign could lose every friend they have and still wouldn't care? What sign is that?
Gemini.
Or Scorpio.
One horse, one saddle.
True friends, not true. Like the real ones, though we take those really hard, but
yeah,
you just.
I wouldn't think a Taurus probably wouldn't give a damn either.
Yeah, I think it's Taurus.
Taurus
honestly,
wouldn't give a damn.
Yeah, I think Taurus would be like on Esther. You know, you slam the gate on
I think. Okay, well, going back to my personal opinion. If you just look at what people in your life are better at communicating, that'll probably help you out. Whoever, if somebody choose,
better at communicating.
Excuse me.
What sign do you think is better at communicating?
I'm just speaking for myself.
Okay.
Again, y'all want to label me. Y'all want to label me a Gemini. I'll be that. Again, I'm the bad guy in this movie, right?
Bad guy to the bad guy.
Yeah, I play that role well too. They like me around here.
But I'm mad.
Well, look. What I was about to say. So I just think if you just paid attention, who check on you, you know what I mean, and who do you have to reach out to, and if it's a person who don't check on you and your well-being, maybe that might be the person who they just whatever. You know what I mean?
I forgot what we
What's in your glass or what's not in your glass? What should be in your glass?
Okay.
And by the way, this is sparkling water too, y'all. So it ain't no soda.
Okay. You got fake beer too. Okay. Which sign do you think are the best parents?
I'm still straight, vertical.
I don't know if Taurus is the dopest of signs.
You said what sign you think? What
are the best parents?
Oh, the best parents?
What kind of question is that?
No, because Leo shouldn't be parents. No, I'm just playing. I'm just being funny. I'm just
the best parents. Because we're not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you, yeah, you don't have to guess. You're going to know exactly what's going on. Yeah.
I'm going to say I had the best parents. And it don't matter what zodiac sign they was. They was like straight raw and uncut, you know.
Yeah.
Real dope,
like
no
that.
opioids. You know, they was like, you ain't gotta go out there and bust your head. You can learn what you need to learn at home. We're gonna walk you through it. You know, my mama held my hand every time we crossed the street. You see what I'm saying? And that taught me to be vigilant when I jumped off the porch and got out in the streets on my own. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, real spill, soak it up.
What sign is really good with money?
Cancers.
Yeah.
That was a hard C right there. That was a really hard C.
What Bible is he reading? Because you ain't read the book of Libra. He said Tauruses are the best parents.
According to the Bible. According to the Bible.
Just making shit up. He got a Trump Bible. That's what he got.
Yeah.
Ask for a refund.
You know, Trump is a Gemini. I'm just putting that out there.
With a little G.
Political, but
with a little
G. With a little G. Yeah.
That's amazing right there. He shouldn't have made it out the uterus.
And I don't claim that motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, see, because he don't fit the bill though. He don't fit the bill. It's 50 Cent. Because he's
a Cancer.
See,
50 Cent's a Cancer.
Yeah.
I would look at y'all, that dude, the number 47 he is. I would look at him like a Cancer? Because Cancers really don't be given a, you know what?
He's definitely a Gemini, through and through.
You think that's a Gemini?
He's definitely bought and paid for. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
So because all right, for me, again, I'm gonna speak for me, and if y'all want to apply this to every Gemini, like I'm a passionate person. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but I learned how to protect myself because people use my love against me, right? They know I do whatever for them, but when it's all said and done, and they'll talk about how, well, I ain't asked them to do that, but they got home safely though, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, you know what I mean. So I go to the extremes, and I face whatever for my people. Like you said, just being territorial. You know, you mark your spot and you claim who you claim, and yeah. So, but I can't say the same for those who don't feel the same. Who ain't.
You the fuck off. Who pissed you
Yeah,
off?
you know what? They got up under my skin like a dirty tattoo needle. Yeah.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of it too.
Them motherfuckers that pissed you off.
I feel where you're coming from.
Only reason why, because you know, me being the person I am, I'm like first caller said, like I'm always on security. I keep everything under surveillance. We right here partying, chilling, and all that. I'm making sure I see who pulling up to the house, who walking in and out the door. That's me, right? But so being that, of course, my mind is trained to watch something that looks out of place, right? To really focus in on something that looks out of place. But when it's smiling, and when it's something that's near and dear to you, you don't expect it. You know, what does Judas and Brutus have in common? Y'all know who Brutus was?
Their names wrong.
Popeye.
What the local snakes?
Who's Brutus?
Brutus was he's the man who he was one of the rebels who killed Caesar back in the Roman era.
Okay.
Right? But Brutus got out the joint, and then he got into politics, and he killed Caesar because Caesar was part of the decision making that took Brutus' daddy out the game. So that means he was plotting for many moons, right?
Mm.
He couldn't just say "F you, I'm a hater. I'm gonna get at you when I see you." It's on sight. No, he had to play the role till he got up under Caesar, and he did what he did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Judas was a disciple, so he was up under Jesus. He got all the teachings, he got all the knowledge. I believe he had certain powers like the rest of the disciples. He was there every day. He was like one of the first followers before Jesus went viral, before Jesus had that blue mark and that check next to his name. Mm-hmm. Judas was there, right? And he went, you know, when he knew they had a bounty out on Jesus, he was a secret witness. He called a secret witness hotline and say, "Hey, I know where that nigga at right now." There's somebody that Jesus loved, and Jesus just blessed the food and broke bread with him, but he knew. Again, he went off the vibes. He didn't say, "Oh, Judas, you are Aries." He said, "Judas, you gonna betray me with a kiss? Nigga, I'm feeding you right now. I'm making sure you good. I'm making sure you're gonna make it home safe tonight. You gonna send the police to me?" They came and they killed Jesus. It's crazy, huh? So basically, to bring it all full circle, it could be the people that you allow within your circle. They close enough to get you. So if I seem a bit agitated, hell yeah, because it was, like I said, that conversation that took place where people pointed me out in front of other people, some strangers or some people that barely knew me, but they put the spotlight on me and said, "You a Gemini, you ain't shit."
You see what I'm saying? Because I handle your life territory. I've been in fight some motherfuckers out.
Don't even worry about that. I handle that. Whatever that is.
It's all good. Hey, you know, I've been in the cut like bacteria, man. I just be chilling, man. It's nothing.
But overall, I get what you're saying. And one of the things I've just have to learn to accept, just like we lose people where they literally pass away in transition, we lose people that are still existing, still living. And it's just a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the situation may be, and it might be petty, you know, in a lot of situations, but you just have to accept things for what they are. And there's a level of grieving and just disappointment and all the things. And that's just something I've come to, I didn't know that I would ever have to experience that, but I've come over the years. This is another phase. This is another thing. You keep living, you're going to experience different things. And that's another thing. And sometimes it is overwhelming because you think a person looks at you a certain way, or y'all got an understanding, and come to find out it's not what you thought it was. It was based on something totally different. It was superficial, or, they was harboring things, or, so I get it. And it is disappointing, and it is a letdown. And if you're a real human with feelings, it's going to bother you. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to learn how to just move on from it. Because my thing is, I don't like to hold on to anything. I got this real thing. I'm like vain. I want to look real cute when I'm 70 and 80 and 90. So I'll try not to carry any baggage and be, any negative energy with me, regardless of what I'm going through. So I focus on just how to get through life without those people, even though they still here, and not harbor any ill will or feelings, or, harp on it, because you just got to move on, and you got to count your blessings, because even when, it's just like seasons change, right? We watch the leaves fall from the tree. Don't nobody cry. We just go, oh, beautiful. It's purple leaves now. We marvel at that. And so that's the same thing in human life, right? So, the blessing is, those leaves are going to come back green and just it's plump. And the blessing is you still have people in your life that love you, that ain't gonna fold, that ain't, it's unconditional love. It's not what that is. And so that's what you have to focus on. But I know it's a grieving process. So I get it. Lanisha's in the chat. She said cancers are different. Stay away from cancers. That's a PSA, y'all.
Hey, y'all, real quick. I'm gonna refill my glass. I'll be right back.
Okay. She be on PBS with it, okay? Look, so I just want to go ahead and big up the Vegas show. Vegas Gates is on Wednesdays, 6:00. If y'all want to chop it up, they do a lot of conversations about relationships, but a lot of other things, current affairs, movies, and things of that nature. Somebody called him MAGA Gates, because if I'd have brought him on, it would have been lit, because that's family, but we was butting heads about this election. You know what I'm saying? We was butting heads about it, and Now,
I watched that show. I want to give them a quick shout out too, because they let you get your shit off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they didn't interrupt you. They didn't, whether they disagreed or agreed or not. They didn't. It wasn't a screaming match. None of that shit. They really let you rock out, and that's dope. That's dope to see.
And that's why I enjoy being on there with them, because it was respectful, and I try to be respectful too. But y'all know how I am. People that know me know when I get in a conversation, happy or sad, I'm gonna get lit. I'm gonna get loud. My voice gonna get louder. Not necessarily that I'm mad or anything. I just get really passionate when I'm talking. So and I appreciate them for that, for letting me just be passionate and not labeling as an angry Black woman, or you know what I'm saying. I just came in there with my passion, and you're right. I respect them for that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I love to see us having dialogue. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of times we go get our shit off. We have different opinions. We get to arguing and shit. This wasn't none of that. It was kind of like being at the house. You know what I mean? Being at a family function, whether we disagreed or not, was able to have dialogue. So that was dope.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's always fun, And I just like the different perspectives, and then it challenges me, because I stand on business with the things that I talk about, and obviously those men and women, they feel the same way. But we're there with open minds and receptive to each other's perceptions of things, and it teaches me different ways to approach a situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they're learning too. So it's a nice platform. Wednesdays at 6:00. If you're getting off work and you just want to, chop it up, it's a cool platform.
It was definitely in your bag.
On YouTube.
On YouTube and Facebook. What's the official name though? I think I looked it under Vegas Gates on Facebook, but I think the actual name, because they don't show it on the. I'm trying to go back.
On Facebook.
Yeah. So if y'all, the actual show name for the Vegas Gates Wednesday evening show, y'all can put the actual title in there so people can find it on YouTube and follow it as well. That'll be a good look. But yeah. So I appreciated them for that. You're right, first caller. Yeah, they let me get it off.
You was in your bag. You was talking crazy.
I was talking crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm saying in terms of the words, you did the swear jar. You did the cuss jar for sure.
I was, you know. See, I was on one, wasn't I?
It was different. Yeah. You was in your bag.
I was hearing, because it's like a lot of times when we having conversations about what's happening in the world, and I always say people be focused on the wrong thing. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, that's a small conversation. It's not relative and it's not an important conversation to have. But I'm thinking in my mind, this is exactly it's like out of a playbook. This is exactly what they want us to be doing, talking about these small things that don't affect us. Like, you know, and we family, we can have these conversations when we're talking about welfare queens or, you know, different things, tipping and all, you know, these just minor things. But when we think of the big thing, what's really happening, it's like, that's not what we need to focus on, y'all. We need to all come together on a front and, you know, stand together, you know, because this is how they win, keeping us distracted, keeping us focused on things that really aren't that big when they trying to take everything from us. So yeah, that just upset me, because I know that they're winning because they're feeding people propaganda and people are going for it and they don't realize it, you know, sometimes. Smoke and mirrors. Yeah.
Speaking of the swear jar, I'm gonna definitely make a deposit, because
my money.
I've been out of bounds. None of my points counted today, so I've been tripping.
But before we get up out of here, I just want to big up us as a culture. I know some people, you know, they want to compare us. They want to use the white culture as our barometer or, you know, our standard. And we so different. You know, I just want to remind people that it's even in black and white. The studies prove that the black culture is a leading culture when it comes to influence, our music, our the way we dress. You know what I'm saying? The way we talk, the words we use. We might say it's ghetto to say baby mama, baby daddy. There it is. Vegas Live Podcast. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Vegas Live Podcast on Wednesday, 6 p.m. West Coast time. If y'all want to chop it up. Similar to what we're doing tonight, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they be sipping or what, but yeah. But I appreciate the platform as well. But yeah, so you know, we got to start loving ourselves and give ourselves credit for what we do, even though they try to play us, you know what I'm saying? Try to play us and try to make it seem like what we do is ghetto, like ghetto was bad. You know, ghetto was an Italian term that really went to speak to the poor people during that time in the Italian culture. But you know, I just want to big us up. And I was listening to a comedian. Y'all familiar with Bill Burr?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love him.
Yeah, he had
Bill Cosby.
Huh?
See the one that snitched on Bill Cosby?
Did he?
See the one out of Bill Cosby, right?
Did he what?
Not that I'm aware of.
He's kind of young, so I don't know how he would do that. Yeah,
He got why?
Bill Burr is like our age. He in our age bracket.
I can't keep up. I be thinking people be my age and they be 30, and I be, you know, I don't know what. I can't keep up no more. But I like the way he put a spin on how we talk in comparison to. No, that's so sweet. Somebody asked their Cash App. No, I do this for free. But that's so cool. I like that. But yeah, so Bill Burr, he put a spin on us, you know, just giving us our props as Black people, how our communication's a little different from other cultures. And this was funny to me. So I wanted to just play this, put a little levity on here before we get up out of here.
Black people have the genius to put the curse word after they say the race of the person. Where white dudes, we always put it in front. And if we would just make that little adjustment, we could save so many careers, so many jobs could be saved in the white community if we would just put it after. You ever notice that in conversation here, Black guy, you're like, man, I was standing there, this Asian motherfucker came in, he starts talking about, you don't even hear it. You just sit there, oh, this Asian motherfucker, no. I would love to hear the rest of this story, right? Dude, I would tell the exact same story, right? I'm standing there, right? This fucking Asian comes in, right? Everybody's all like, whoa, hey, easy. He's hearing shit, you know? It's like, dude, I just said what he said. I just preempted the fuck. That's all I did. He suggested he's hooking up with people's mothers. I'm not even doing that. I got it out of the way. Black people.
So I love that about us. You know what I'm saying? We can say something a certain kind of way, and it just flows versus somebody else will try to say it and be like, oh, hold on, what you mean? What you mean? You know, You know, where you coming from? Where you coming from? So Mr. Slickton said that that's Hannibal Buress that outed Cosby.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah, it was Hannibal Buress.
So what was it? What I missed with him outing him?
What he did like I want to say in 2013, 14, or something like that, when he exposed him for calling him a rapist and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when the floodgates opened up.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Listen, you know, it's always fun to do In Your Ear Radio after dark.
Wait, we closing? Is that what y'all finna do? Is that what that is?
Y'all ain't gotta go home, but
they don't tell you gotta go, but they're like, what y'all finna do? They start scratching.
If that's the case, I wouldn't even have refilled or nothing. She's like, so what y'all finna do?
I'm not feeling mine up. Just an after party. What y'all doing? Start yarning and stretching and stuff. Yeah, but you know, we've been kicking it for like what? We started at a little after 7. Yeah, you know, we push about 2.5 hours after dark because we don't do this all the time. So you know, we try to get it all in.
Yeah.
But yeah. Y'all got any takeaways? Y'all got anything y'all want to, you know, leave us with or say or share or drink your water and your fake beer? I got you.
For me, in closing, I just want to just let everybody know, don't jump out the window. Don't be so quick to jump out the window because somebody look like you or there's a particular relation with you. You know what I mean?
That's real shit.
Evaluate the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because like GB was said earlier, typically it's those closest to you who fuck you over. You know what I mean? So just don't be too quick to jump out the window and help a motherfucker out just because they look like you. My circle's so small. If it get any smaller, I'm gonna be talking to myself. For that reason.
Yeah.
Listen, I say my circle's so small that it's a dot.
It's period. That's on period.
You got it.
I guess my takeaway is you know what, I'm gonna not put so much emphasis on the astrology signs.
Okay.
Because I am pretty big on that. But I do see exactly what you're saying, GB. Yeah. And also I'm very familiar with the fact that the months and the days of all that's been altered a little bit. So it is different. You know, it doesn't have to be so cut and dry and this is what this is. Yeah. So I'll be a little bit more lenient on that. But for the most part, I'll say this. I do attract a lot of Geminis in my life. But some I fuck with and some I don't. But I love y'all. Y'all some good people.
Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody, but I love you too, Miss Trish. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And it's always been genuine. You ain't never treat me like, oh, you just a dirty ass Gemini. You know what I mean? So
no, never. I appreciate that. I didn't even know you was a Gemini for the longest.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's because I ain't. It's because I ain't. It's because I'm me.
All right, I like that.
Yeah.
Like that lady on TikTok when they pulled up, they looking for Jessica. She said, I ain't Jessica. They were like, well, who are you? She said, I'm me.
Right.
Ow.
Hell yeah.
So what you got to say, GB, before we get up out of here?
Oh, hey man. I believe you won't get discouraged unless you first are distracted, right? So just remember, wherever you focus is where you at. Keep that in mind. Take that with you.
Yeah. I read a quote and I just think I heard someone say this, and I just think it's something to marinate on. It says, "A problem well described is a problem half solved."
A problem well described
is a problem half solved. Yeah. And I just
I think that.
If you can identify it, you got a leg up. Yeah.
If you can articulate what the issue is, then you working through it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us butting heads and yelling and just disagreeing, but saying how I feel when this happens because this happened. And then it's like, oh, okay, so maybe I shouldn't do that or don't, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of, work it out.
Yeah. Right about that. Because I can't stand I don't know ass nigga. What's wrong with you? I don't know.
Yeah.
God damn, figure it out.
Right. We are not in preschool anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes you don't. And I guess this Perry stuff might be real because I'll be ready. I cut everybody eating. But it's about checking yourself. So I work really hard at that. Recognizing that I'm not feeling like myself, and that's describing the problem. I'm not feeling like myself. And so what's the solve? Maybe vodka. Maybe I need to take a nap. Maybe just. But part of that is saying, look, right now I'm just not in the mood to talk and being respected. You know what I'm saying? And giving my space because we go through it.
Yeah.
We have our moments, but it's much love and respect. Thank you so much to everybody who joined us in the chat on Facebook and YouTube. Again, your presence is my present. I'm just so grateful for my panel, my day one crew, first caller, Miss Trish and GB. Y'all been rocking with me since day one, and y'all just been loyal and just, one of the reasons why I continue on because of your support. So I just want to let you always know that I appreciate you. I always want to give you your flowers. Y'all been a constant. Y'all ain't switched up on me ever. You know what I mean? And I just hope that it'll always maintain. And we'll do this again. We have to figure out when we're going to do it again this year.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Well, last year we had a New Year's Eve show, so we got to make sure we wrap up the year.
Yeah.
So
that'd be dope. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all love and always respect. Thank you.
Sure. Love y'all.
Melodies from heaven. Rain down on me. Rain down on me.
You don't know how to act with that microphone. You see him over there?
Hey, so look, I was about to say, man, we got to get this brother a round of applause. That is a dope ass microphone, man. I like that.
The crowd is lit. You hear them? They like that microphone. They like it. They like it.
Section chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's about the cash out. I'm gonna start saying yeah.
He all up on the microphone too.
Man, I ain't gonna never hear that song the same again,
man. All right, y'all. We got it.
All right.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.